I'm a PlayStation fan.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel.
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel.
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel.
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Yo, what's good, people, man? Your boy Persona, gamer with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And welcome to episode 197 of What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast for the community, by the community. 3 episodes left, guys. 3 episodes left until we're on the first thing smoking out of here. Episode 200. But yo, listen, man, shout out to y'all, man. Happy Saturday, man. Hope everybody's good out here, happy, healthy, and safe. And always remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And it's 2 New York brothers. You understand? It's myself. And then it's the guy down there. You see Mr. Light Bright himself. I'm wearing my amazing Spider-Man t-shirt. Trying to show off, because it's Marvel TOKON. He hype. He gonna have Spider-Man in his squad. You understand? He's still gonna get washed up by me, though. It's all good, chat. You understand? But yo, it's my brother from another mother, the king of the Bronx, the best lisp on YouTube, Mr. Light Bright himself, J Bari in the building. Bari, what's going on with you, man?
Yo, what is good, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 197. Very, very interesting episode today because we got a lot of gaming to talk about with these 2 showcases that happened, State of Play and Summer Games Fest. At the end of the day, there's a lot of games that were shown, a lot of games that, personally I'm going to be playing, but 2 different opinions on both shows. But yeah, we're going to talk about it, explore it, analyze it, break it down, and most importantly, we're going to have some fun with this episode today. So hopefully everybody's good. Good morning. I see the beautiful people in the chat. What is up, everybody? Hopefully you're having a good morning, man. Hit the like button, share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here.
and we're in the final countdown. 3 more episodes to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the WUPS community. Appreciate the WUPS community always rocking out with the WUPS boys every Saturday at 11 a.m. Man, it's big shout out to everybody here, man, and anybody that might watch this later on as well. Appreciate our WUPS community a lot, man. Y'all know that, right? But yo, Bari, man, how you feeling this week, man? How's everything going on with you this week, man? What's the word? What's the good word?
I'm feeling much better now, man. Yesterday, yo, listen, bro. Yesterday I was tired as hell, man. Yo, I I feel like Summer Game Fest just drained a lot of energy out of me, man. I got zapped. I was already tired before because I had like a lot of spaghetti. I was ready to go. You know what I mean? And I wanted a nap, man. I'm getting older. I wanted a nap. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mhm.
But overall, the week has been all right, man. Closing week. Work wise. So that's always interesting. To see Monday is going to be very interesting as well. But gaming wise, like I said, I just been on my old school, vibe. Playing a lot of Lunar. On the second game now. First game I never played. Back in the day. Second game I played. Bringing back a lot of memories with that. Seeing the correlation of both games now. Playing it from back to back. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a great franchise. Loving the game a lot. The AI battle system sucks though, but so just do your stuff manually, people. But yeah, I'm enjoying the hell out of Lunar, man. It's very fun, engaging, stories and characters and all that stuff, man. So if you haven't played it, definitely go and play it. I think you're gonna have a good time with it. And Grand Blue, I haven't played Grand Blue all week, but I was playing with Dre yesterday. I was playing a couple of games here and there. So definitely getting back into that Grand Blue vibe with this new patch that came out, even though I hate this patch. I still wanna play me some Grand Blue and get some some goals accomplished within this patch update. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing Street Fighter as well, man. I think I'm about to learn new characters of Street Fighter, man. You know what I mean? I think I've been neglecting Street Fighter a lot. And what I mean? I'm just like, yo, characters is coming, new characters is coming. I had this character in mind that I wanted to learn, and that was Ed. What I mean? Because I think Ed looks dope, man. I know they nerfed him or whatever they said, in recent patches or whatnot, but I still think he looks mad dope. And in my mind, I'm just like, yo, I want to learn this dude. And Mai as well. I want to learn Mai. So I'm gonna be just labbing some stuff, playing some matches and see where I'm at, like as far as which one is just going to be suited the way how I like to play more. Most likely it's probably going to be mine, to be honest with you, but we're going to see. And Elena is out too, so I want to try her out too, man. So yeah, there's fighting games right now is at a peak, man, because not only that, there's also Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. I ain't played that in like a week, so I need to get back in that as well. So what I mean? Trying to get that mojo, trying to get that inspiration back just to get back into the fighting game stuff, like, just ranking, labbing, playing with people. So definitely going to be starting that around this weekend and next week. Matter of fact, not even this weekend. This weekend is going to be Overture. Liza P update came. Surprise at Summer Game Fest. The update is live currently right now. To start the actual I know it's long winded, but I just want to say this real quick. To start the DLC, from what I saw, within chapter 5. There's a stargazer within chapter 5. If you guys remember, it's the one by the it was like a whole bunch of like tombstones or whatnot. It was like a broken stargazer, and we was like, what the hell is going on here? That stargazer within that chapter starts the DLC. But I'm on my fourth playthrough. I beat Liza P 3 times. I'm on my fourth playthrough, and when I stopped playing, I was on chapter 2 of my fourth playthrough. So I got to play through a lot of that stuff to get to chapter 5, just to get to the DLC. So I haven't started DLC yet, but I will be starting it this, probably right after the podcast. But very, very excited for that because that's one of my favorite games of 2023, man. I love the hell out of that game. Or whenever it came out, late 2022, I think. Whenever I don't remember when Lightspeed came out, but I love the hell out of that game. But Yeah, that's my week, man. How your week going, man? I know it's long with it, man.
Oh no,
You know
you
what I'm saying?
good?
You gave me the Summer Games Fest look, so I was like, all right, let me hurry it up.
Nah,
But
not at all. Yo, you funny. Nah, you know, I mean, my week has been pretty cool. A lot of things going on this week, work wise. A lot of things happening, work wise. But we always doing what we doing. And then, when it comes to gaming, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't really been able to game too much during the week. Just cause a lot of other things that I'm doing, after work and whatnot. But uh,
yeah, I need a haircut. I'm looking shaggy. Go ahead.
But when it comes to gaming, I did get some gaming in after Summer Game Fest yesterday. So I've been playing mostly Expedition 33, trying to get through that, trying to get that platinum and whatnot whenever and wherever I can play. Also, I had decided that I'm actually gonna go back to some of these PlayStation exclusives and get the PlayStation 4 versions of these platinums. So like Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm actually going to double up because Horizon Zero Dawn, no Zero Dawn. I had the platinum for that. Sorry. Zero Dawn, I'm gonna get the remaster platinum, so that's PS5. But Forbidden West, I'm gonna go back to PS4, get that platinum. God of War Ragnarok, I'm playing through that slowly. I'm slow burning. Like this isn't something I'm trying to like just rush and do. I'm slow burning it. So God of War Ragnarok is where I'm at now, and I'm playing through that as well. Trying to get the PS4 version of that platinum, and I love it. First of all, this game looks, for this to be a PS4, the game still looks like incredible. Like it looks absolutely beautiful. Like wow. And I love God of War so much. And that story is still so good. So I'm playing. It's good to revisit that. So God of War Ragnarok. I've been playing through that.
Horizon is a bigger upgrade from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 than God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. Because when I booted up Ragnarok, I was like, this is PS4, PS5 version. Like it looks that good on PS4. Like I ain't even trying to like cat with you, right? So yeah, that and what else have I been? Oh, and what game is this that I'm gonna start booting up pretty soon? I forgot the last game. There's another game that I was thinking about booting up that I haven't gotten a chance to really play through yet. I forgot the game slipped my mind, but I'm juggling a few. Oh, Mafia. Thank you. Because Mafia Old Country comes out at the end of the summer or in August. I do wanted to get Mafia 1, 2, and 3 and get those platinums. So I was thinking about starting to back up Mafia 3, because Mafia 3 is the hardest one because you have to do certain things with your underbosses, and you have to do make certain choices, and you can't kill any of the racket bosses for one run, and then you have to kill all the racket bosses for another run. So it's like I'd have to do. I think I did. I have to look at the trophies, but I think I did the run where I didn't kill none of the racket bosses, or the other bosses. So I think I may have to only do one more run, but if not, I may have to play through that game 2 times. So since that one will take the longest, if I do have to play through it 2 more times, I said I was going to start that up and slow burn it. So I'm juggling a few games right now, guys, or trying to. It's summertime, so like I'm also doing my thing during the summer or whatever, but I am also still trying to get my gaming in where I can. And then obviously, I restarted Dragon Quest 3 remake. That I did boot up on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I booted that up Tuesday. I restarted that. Cause I do want to get that platinum and play through that, especially with DQ 1 and 2 coming out at the end of the fall. So I'm getting into that. Also, I'm about to restart Final Fantasy 9. Yo, listen, I'm kind of like all over the place when it comes to gaming right now, but my main focus is definitely Expedition 33.
That's a hard platinum.
And I'm not platinum in 9. 9 is one that I didn't beat. So I want to go back and just go through 9, and then I may play the second time and get the platinum, because I know with the whole trance system and everything, and then the time
to platinum 9, the PlayStation 4 version, you got to get Excalibur, you got to get to
it in 12 hours.
That is going to be hard.
And since I don't know the game like the back of my hand that well yet, because I played 9 way back when, but I never beat it. So I'm like, all right, let me go through it the first time, and then I'll probably just do a second playthrough and get the platinum, because I'll know how to get there faster.
Let me say this. It's hard doing it the normal way. You know what I mean? Because they add all these limit breaks and whatever. Enemies don't attack you.
Mm-hmm.
in these versions, but doing it the normal way,
Mhm.
that 9 is one of the hardest one. 9,
Mm.
very, very hard game.
And
Well,
then
not hard, but just get that weapon. Sorry.
and then Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5. I want to go and get the platinum in 1 and at least 1 and 2. I'll get the side game platinums. Guys, like it's so many like there's certain series, and me and Barrio talked about this I think in the past. There's certain series that I want to platinum all the games in that series. So the top 3 would be Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, especially with Tactics coming out. Definitely want to platinum that. We're going to talk about that, but it's just like, it's certain, Barry, there's certain series you want to like get all the platinums in. Like, Resident Evil would be a series I would want to get all the platinums in. And so we were just talking about that before the stream. So like, there's a lot of games that I'm kind of juggling, but again, Expedition 33 is at the top of my list. That's priority. I want to finish up that, get that platinum. So yeah. But we gaming when we can, chat. We gaming when we can, community, for sure. But let us know in the chat, man. What games y'all playing, man? What games y'all been playing through this week? How y'all feeling this week? Hopefully y'all are good out here, man. A lot of gaming news, a lot of excitement this week, man. There's a lot of, it's always a good time this week when it comes to gaming because, we all could come together and sharing the excitement or disappointment when it comes to video games and these gaming events and things like that. So it's going to be a good time. But yo, with that being said, listen, I think Sammy Barker said, listen, whoops, I was doing this for y'all. I was doing this for y'all. Y'all about to get up out of here. I'm on vacation. I'm good.
Sammy on he had Summer Game Fest.
Sammy Barker said, listen, I ain't updating this no more. Y'all dipping out. I'm done too. So the games for the week, I don't even know what released this week. I don't think anything notable. I can't think of anything that released this week. But if you guys know of anything that did release this week, type it out in the chat. We'll shout it out. But I do want to get into the spotlights, man, because we are going to be in the spotlight portion of the show. For those that are new here, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games that we think y'all should check out, right? It could be brand new games. It could be old games. It could be games from your childhood. It could be games that haven't been released yet. The purpose of the spotlights was to spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. Bari, starting with you. And I would imagine you're going to break the rules today, because we got a lot of gaming to talk about today. So I'm very excited to see and hear what your spotlight games for this week is going to be, Bari. Now, what is your spotlight games for this week? And are you going to break the rules?
No, I ain't breaking no rules.
Whoa!
Today. You know what I mean?
His spotlight, Liza P. That's it.
There you go.
Oh, it was?
Liza
Oh,
P.
damn, my fault.
Liza P. Overture. We about to get into that. You know what I mean? Just watching the trailer for the first time, seeing that they add new weapons and new Legion arms and all that stuff, getting back into the flow of Liza P. I'm just like, damn, man, this game is great. Yo, because I'm playing the game, right? And I play a lot of Kazan. So I'm over here pressing X to dash. I'm getting mopped. I'm like, damn, why are these enemies mopping me? I'm like, I'm pressing the wrong buttons, man. It's not Kazan. So, you know what I mean? You got to get reacclimated to Liza P. But yeah, man, love that game. Love the weapons. The Legion arm, amazing. The Bloodborne mechanic, you know what I mean? You block and you lose a little bit of health, and you can just attack an enemy with, and you gain back a little bit of health. You know what I mean? I love that aspect in the game, like being aggressive and taking that risk just to get some health back. They did a lot of quality of life updates as well with this game. So when you're trying to level up with your Argos or your Ergos, you can use like the little crystal joints that you find. You press R3, and so you don't have to like go into the menus, crack open those or use those multiple times, then go back into the Stargazer and then level up from there. You can all do that one shot seamlessly at the level up Stargazer. So that was a great update. They added an easy mode now, which I'm not a fan of that stuff.
Mhm.
I feel like the way how the devs have the game played that's the difficulty. If that didn't entice you to play the game, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Play something else. At the end of the day, there's many games out here that people play and they buy and they invest their time into these games and they love these games and they want these games to carry out a certain way. People should be respecting that.
Well,
You know what I
well,
mean? I
well.
see a lot
Let
of
me
people-
let me play devil's advocate, Bari. Can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah,
Game-
go ahead.
Gaming is for everybody, right? So if somebody is unable to play the game in its present state, and how the developers originally created it, don't you think that's, you're locking out a subset of a community from being able to play a game and enjoy the experience? Don't you think that's wrong and unfair?
No, I'm not going to Gran Turismo saying that you should add guns into it so it could attract more people to play it. You know what I mean? Like it's Twisted Metal. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not interested in Gran Turismo or that style of the game, I'm just not gonna play that. You play a racing game that's more your style. If you're playing that, if Lies of P is an action RPG and the difficulty is what's setting you back, there's other action RPGs that you can play. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I already put it on Twitter. I don't even care who get offended or whatnot. If you are not playing on this difficulty, because the last difficulty that they have on there is the standard difficulty. They even say in the description, this is the standard difficulty. That's what we was playing on before this patch came out. If you ain't playing on that, I'm not saying that you can't play it on easy. Go ahead and do what you got to do. But we not having the same conversation about the game. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. But yeah, I love the game, and don't get it twisted. I still think even adding this mode, people ain't gonna buy the shit. But at the end of the day, 'cause I've seen people complaining that they took the game out of Game Pass, so they have to buy the game now to play the DLC.
No,
I'm like,
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I promise
What?
you, I seen multiple people do it. I seen multiple people say that.
But
It's
if
like,
they,
why we got to buy the game? Because they played it through Game Pass, but it's saying that they got to buy the game now and the DLC.
this,
You know what I mean? Like,
this is WUPS. I'm sorry. I won't go there. Sorry. I almost relapsed.
And then you got people coming in my comments like, yo, I got kids, I got this and that. Like, yo, knock it off, man. Everybody got responsibilities, bruh. You know what I mean? Stop bringing up the kids and you got a job. You know what I mean? So you could have played a game or the difficulty the developers intended to be. Get this fuck up out of here, man. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit, bro. Everybody got responsibilities. People got a 9 to 5. People got whatever they got to do. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. If you want to play the game and you're interested in the game and the difficulty is tough, hey, guess what you got to do? You got to adapt and learn the fucking game. You know what I mean? Why is that not a conversation within gaming community? We're playing video games. People just want to play a video game just to be included in shit that they're not interested in. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But the aspects of a video game, like adapting, adjusting your play style, you know what I mean? Learning the actual game, exploring. They want to omit that out of the conversation, but just want to be included because, oh, I got an easy mode. Sit your ass down, please. Go play an easy game that you wanted to play. That's action. Nobody's trying to hear your bullshit. You know what I mean? Learn the fucking video game. Learn how to get good at the video game because it's one of the most satisfying things in the world when you adapt. Nobody knew how to play Lies of P when they first started it up. But guess what they did? They adapted, and it was fun. It was engaging. It gave us a lot of satisfaction that, yo, we accomplished this. But anyway, Lies of P Overture is here. I'm going to be heavy on that this weekend. You might see some content from me because, yeah, I love that game a lot. So, yeah, that's my that's my spotlight game for the week. I ain't breaking no rules because we got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to be talking about that Marvel TOKON a lot. What's your spotlight games, Persona? Are you going to break the rules this week?
See, chat, in the last 3 episodes, you about to get Bari in rare form. You might even get me a rare form too on certain topics. Bari is in rare form today. See, I always love when Bari is in rare form like this because it's spicy. Put some lisp on it. Spicy. It's spicy. You understand? You understand? Whenever Bari's in rare form, you know it's gonna be a good show. And we just start.
I'm just sick and tired of these type of conversations that happen, but it's not about playing the game. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to play the game, but they're not wanting to play the game. If that make any sense? Gaming is not just about the easy mode and whatnot. Yeah, it's about adapting. If a certain developer don't have that in the game difficulty option, you wasn't interested in it. You know what I mean? Like, it is the same game. It is. I get that point. But if you wasn't interested in it there, now how you gonna be interested in it now? Because it's easier. So you can just go on and say, "Hey, look, I played it." Sit your ass down, man. Get good at the game. You're really, truly, as elitist as it might sound or whatever it is.
You sound very
get good at the
elitist,
fucking
right?
game.
You sound very elitist right now, Bar. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Learn the fucking game. Everybody want to learn every other game. Learn the game.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? This is why we need to start bringing back difficulty trophies, man. And yeah, I also know I seen another thing too. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you just want to prop it up like a trophy or whatnot. No shit, Sherlock. It's gaming. Who doesn't brag? The fuck?
What,
You know what I mean? Like, where are we coming? What are we doing, bro? If somebody get a platinum in a difficult game, hell yeah, I'm bragging. That's no different than like if I beat back in the day, I'm in college and we beat the number one ranks in the rank school in the division. You don't think us as a team we bragged about that? I don't give a damn who got mad. It's like, oh man, everybody let's have fun and play basketball. Everybody can play. Sit your ass down. No, we just beat somebody tough, difficult. This is a number one ranked team.
Can I ask a question?
No different than anything in life where if you do something in life and accomplish it, I don't know. I don't understand why video games you have to omit yourself from that conversation.
Can I ask a
What the
question?
fuck is going on, man?
Can I?
Go ahead.
You said no shit, Sherlock. What's his name, Sherlock?
Who?
The guy you were arguing with on Twitter. Was his name Sherlock?
Oh,
You
I
said
don't
no
remember.
shit,
I don't
Sherlock?
remember the name. I
Oh,
wasn't
you
arguing
said-
with nobody. These
oh,
are the comments that I
Oh, the
just
comments
seen
that you
floating
saw.
around.
Was his name Sherlock?
Yeah.
Because you said no shit, Sherlock. Was his name Sherlock or?
No.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't get these conversations, bro, where you can't brag about games, you can't brag about difficulty, you can't brag
can't be
about
ba-
trophies,
you
you
can't
can't
be-
brag about this, but everybody want to be included. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
You can't be critical. We're gonna talk about
Can't
that
be
later.
critical.
That's when I'm gonna snap. When I snap, it's gonna be later on. Barry doing it in the beginning. I'm doing it
And
at the end.
this is all coming from people that beat less than 10 games a year. 300 and something days in the year. You beat in 5 games, 4 games.
Crazy.
And you have the audacity to try to tell me about how I should be feeling about a game. Sit your ass down, please.
We just started the show, Barry. Nasty work.
Motherfuckers ain't even buy the game yet. Ain't even put an hour in the game. But talking about, yeah, this is what they should do. You ain't play the game. You ain't adapt. You ain't know how difficult the game is for you. You ain't do nothing. And you still ain't able to buy it. The game out now. You still ain't able to buy it. I ain't seen no pic. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on, man? It's the gaming community that we live in.
It's the on
Crazy.
You gotta. I think
You can't. You
know,
can't brag about a difficulty in the game. You can't brag about you accomplished and defeated a hard game. Oh, because the elitist. Oh, look, he's shining. You know, it's just dumb, man. It pisses me off when I see these type of conversations, bro. I'm like, go to somebody else's tweet. Don't comment no shit on my shit. But you lucky I'm in a good mood because before I promise you I'd have roast a lot of these motherfuckers. But I'm just be chilling now.
Yeah, I mean, 3 episodes left. Barry old. See, guys, this is what happens when you get old. Barry old. This old man Barry now. You understand? This ain't the young, vibrant Barry. This the get off my lawn Barry we got now. And I love it. Listen, I know Barry for like 13 years. I love this shit.
Man.
I love this shit.
As much as people love to converse and go back and forth about video games, even in people want to be included to have the conversation about a game or video games itself, right? But they have so much of the conversation that they want to omit out of the video games, and you know what I'm saying? Like there's layers to it. Yeah, you beat a game, cool. But there's another layer. Platinum the game, 100% the game. Beat this game on this difficulty. Oh, we should omit that out of the conversation. No, he's not. It's a part of the gaming conversation. Not my fault. You know, he's not skilled enough or good enough to play the goddamn game, man. Everybody starts at the same level when they start a game. Everybody adapts differently. Just adapt. It might take you longer, but eventually you will get there. You will learn. You know what I mean? And then everybody want to talk about the old days. Man, the old days, these video games was harder than today. What What type of video game you was playing back in the day?
My Little Pony. That's what they was playing.
You know what I'm saying?
They was playing
arcade-
Barbie's Grand Adventure.
The arcade ports, you know what I mean, that was coming to, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those games was difficult. They were meant to be difficult because they were arcade games that try to get you to put more quarters in, and now it is on a console. And then when you hear these conversations and whatnot, yeah, I love this game, man. Well, that was man. That game difficult as hell. What did you do to beat that? You adapted. You can't do that now.
Hey, yo, real talk. When it comes to at the arcade, whenever I used to do laundry, whatever leftover quarters, I'd run to, because like my laundromat had like a little mini arcade section. I'd be at the arcade, man, playing Marvel vs. Capcom, Mortal Kombat, all that. They also had like a not time splitters. Yeah, time.
Oh, you ain't do the hustle? You ain't do the hustle?
Mm.
You get you a glove, right? One of the little cleaning gloves, not the rubber ones. What's the little white glove?
Latex.
Latex glove, right?
Mm-hmm.
You put the quarter in and you dip it in like some detergent or washing soap. You know what I mean? Because the quarter had the tray. It depends on the arcade. If it had the tray, or even sometimes it will work with the ones they just slop in. You put that joint in and then you pull it out because it's lubricated with the dishwashing soap or the detergent, and then you kept your quarter, bro. You ain't do that?
Nah, I ain't do that. I ain't gonna cap, no.
Bro, I used to do that in laundry machines, and I used to do that in the arcades, bro. Come on, man, save that money.
I don't know how am I gonna follow up after Bari did that nice rant during Spotlight. I'll just tell you what my Spotlight games are. So my Spotlight games for this week, I think it's no surprise because I just was talking about it a moment ago. Expedition 33. I love this game, loving it. Finally back to it. Definitely I'm gonna try to get this platinum. I'm like halfway through the game. I'm at Serene. I don't know if that's like the halfway. Well, I remember you was telling me once you get the old Lumina, that's like the halfway mark. So, I think I'm not Lumina, Lumiere. I'm at, I got past old Lumiere, and now I'm trying to fight these two Axions to get this.
I say it's the halfway point because Act 3, it can be long or it can be very short, depending on how you want to play it.
Well, I want to get through it because nothing is missable. So I want to get through the story, farm, get my levels up, farm, and then I'm gonna do all the side stuff after I beat the story because I want to beat the story. I really want to see how the story ends, like real talk. So then I'm gonna get the platinum, do all the side stuff and all that as well. So, yeah. But so Expedition 33 is my first Spotlight. Of course, I'm breaking the rules. I'm the originator of breaking the rules. Second Spotlight, God of War Ragnarok, one of the best games to release of this generation. If you have not played God of War Ragnarok, I'm judging you silently. Go play God of War Ragnarok. It's an incredible game. Go play it. Okay. And then my third Spotlight, honestly, my third Spotlight is probably going to be Marvel TOKON, Fighting Souls. I think that's going to be my third Spotlight. We're going to actually talk about that extensively in the show. But I do have to spotlight that because that is, I love fighting games just as much as Bari, Chuck. I love fighting games. I don't play them as hardcore as they do anymore. But my love for them is still just as high. But when it comes to like some of my favorite fighting games of all time, and you guys know this, Capcom versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom 2, Capcom versus SNK 2. I love the versus or those tag battle fighting games so much. I have since I was young. TOKON Fighting Souls. Listen, man. Listen, man. I'm back at it, man. I'm back at it heavy. I'm getting that fight sticking on. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about. I promise.
You back at it with the hitbox too. You got like 16 hitbox.
I got another one on the way. I got another one. Yeah, absolutely. I got the hitbox Ultra.
I
got another one, and I'm getting that PlayStation fight stick.
I haven't pushed the button yet on the hitbox, bro. I want to.
I'm gonna get you one for your birthday. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get you one for your birthday. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting you one for your birthday. Barry's birthday in July. Let me put the dono link out so y'all can help me. Hey guys, let's get a donation pot going. Get Barry a hitbox.
Should he get me that for my birthday chat?
Should he get that? Should I get him a hitbox for his birthday chat?
Let us know in the comment section chat.
Let's get the dono link out there real quick. You know, help me get Barry a hitbox for his birthday in July.
Put a GoFundMe up there.
Oh shit. Yo, chat, y'all want to help me?
I definitely
man.
want to I definitely want to experiment with a hitbox, but when PlayStation, we'll talk about. We're gonna
talk about it, and it's my fault because I should have mentioned Marvel TOKON because Bari is itching to talk about it. So we got a whole segment for that. But all right, let's get into the show. Let's get into the show, guys. All right, so first thing, Bari, let's get into just real quick because this was part of the state of play, but it's PlayStation Plus related, so I got it separate from the state of play. So let's just talk about PlayStation Plus, the catalog games, and some of the other games that got confirmed for June and July, and pretty much the summer, right? So Deus Ex for PS Plus is coming to the Classics catalog June 17th. So this is the original Deus Ex. So Deus Ex, the Conspiracy is coming, right? And then also Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4, which this isn't all the games, because I was watching our live reaction. You said, so this isn't all the games because the PS2 version, Twisted Metal Black, that's not on here yet. So that's the last one they have to put on in terms of Twisted Metal. But Twisted Metal 3, Twisted Metal 4 are coming to the Classics July 15th. That's pretty cool, right? And then we got Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, the original Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 coming to the Classics catalog in the summer 2025. That's huge, right? And then for the Classics right now, we've got Myst and we've got Riven, the sequel to Myst.
So those are up.
Yeah, these are available right now. So Bari, talk to me. How you feeling about the summertime classic lineup for PlayStation Plus catalog?
I'm good on the classics lineup because I never really been a Twisted Metal fan like that. To be honest with you, Deus Ex, I played it before. Deus Ex 2 was cool. So that's probably like the highlight for me on the list. And like I said, Myst and Riven. I didn't play Riven. I played Myst. It's cool games, but it is what it is. My thing is with the Resident Evil ones, I know when they added the other Resident Evils or even Dino Crisis, they didn't have no trophies on there. So I don't know if Capcom going to be doing that with these two. But yeah, I think for majority of everyone, Resident Evil 2 and 3 is going to be the spotlight. The older Resident Evil, I became a fan of Resident Evil through the remakes. I played them back in the day, but it was never really like my jam like that, where I was like, oh, I love these games, but the remakes got me really loving Resident Evil. Updated controls and the graphics and all that stuff. So I love Resident Evil 2. 3 was cool remake as well. I enjoyed that. 4, I was never a fan at 4 when it first came out, but now I think it's like my favorite one now. You know what I mean? I love 4, the remake of 4. And the newer ones, is great as well. But I most likely probably revisit these if they have the trophies in there for part 2. But I'm okay on the classic games. I'm at like a C.
Okay.
For the classic.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think I'm around that same ballpark. Deus Ex was never really a series that I really got too heavily into, so this doesn't really excite me too much. Twisted Metal 3 and 4, Twisted Metal. I think the Twisted Metal franchise is a really great franchise, a cool franchise. But I'm not really like this super omega, cult following Twisted Metal guy. So like for me, I did like the Twisted Metal games back in the day, but I'm kind of just like, I'll check them out. But like, if this wasn't here, I wouldn't be clamoring like, where's Twisted Metal? So, Twisted Metal, I'm good on. Resident Evil 2 and 3, I love Resident Evil. I think these games are definitely great. But I agree, like if there's no trophies here, I think this is a bit of an L, right? And then Myst and Riven, I didn't play these and I'm kind of good on these. So for me, I'm floating at about a C as well, probably a C minus.
Yo, Dre, yo, Truck, what up?
Yo, what's good, Dre? What's good, Chuck? Shout out to Plus on Block Boys, man. Tomorrow, I know they're gonna be talking about all of it, man. So definitely make sure you guys
Tomorrow,
check them
they better go live, man.
out. Oh, they
Cause they be
definitely going
having
live.
gaming news, fighting games. I'm not gonna live tonight. I'm not gonna live. Yo, yeah. If Plus on Block not live tomorrow, I'm flying to Cali. I'm kicking Chuck in the shins. Then I'm going to where Dre at? In Queens.
Yeah, in
Then I'm
Queens,
going to Queens or whatever, and I'm kicking Dre in the shins
Absolutely.
because they better go live.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
They
saying? I'm not
gotta
playing
go
no more
live.
games.
They gotta go live, man. They got to. It's too much fighting game news out here.
Nah, you
for
know
them not
what
to
it
go
is?
live.
When they get Street Fighter news, they gonna go live. It don't matter what it is. They give me the
Absolutely.
smallest Street Fighter news. They gonna go live with that Street Fighter. They love that Street Fighter, boy.
Absolutely. That Street Fighter news is big, man. For real. Pause. But yeah, so I'm floating at about a C as well, C minus, because honestly, I wasn't really all that impressed with a lot of that as well. So I'm good. I'm good on that, man. Y'all could keep that. It's a GG for your boy.
You ain't gonna play Riven?
Nah, I'm good. They could keep that. They keep all.
You know,
that.
when you say that, there's gonna be somebody like, damn, man, the what's up PlayStation guys, they don't like gaming.
Yo,
Like,
I tell people all the time, I beat more games a year than most of these people in this community, so they can't really say that shit to me.
there's like 100 and something millions of games that's out there, and one game that doesn't interest you, like, oh man. they
Yo,
don't play
exactly.
games.
Or if you don't love a show, man, I'm gonna save it for the discussion. Yo, I'm gonna cook you, motherfuckers, man. Real talk, y'all about to get cooked off me. I'm gonna tell you right now. But anyway,
What you cooking?
about to cook some crow. So I'm about to cook, man. I'm about to cook crow. Anyway, yo, let's move it along, man. Let's get into the state of play. Oh no, not the state of play, not yet. Player's choice. So player's choice for me, Bari. So PlayStation did put up the player's choice, and these are the games. The best game for May. So you got American, Arcadia, Blades of Fire, Deliver at All Costs, Despelote, Disney Illusion Island starring Mickey and Friends, Doom: The Dark Ages, Elden Ring, Night Ring, F125, Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time, Hyperchange Unboxed, Labyrinth of the Demon King, Little Kitty, Big City, Linked Banner of the Spark, Monster Train 2, Palia, Trello, and The Curse Yo-Yo. Listen, guys, all right? Some of these names is kind of crazy. Revenge of the Savage Planet, Rollcraft, Smash Drum, Spirit of the North 2, The Midnight Walk, To a T, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate, and Wall Town Wonders. I personally think Night Rain is definitely taking this all the way, but I would personally give this to Doom: The Dark Ages, because that's the only game that I played on this list.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Doom as far as my personal choice of vote, but I do think Night Rain is going sweep.
Oh yeah, Night Rain going sweep, man. Real talk. But I personally would give it to Doom: The Dark Ages. Who y'all think gonna win? I think we all know.
That
Elden Ring,
Turtles
Night
game,
Rain.
I got to go back to that too. That was kind of fun.
It was alright. I don't know if I'm really feeling the whole roguelike for that. I don't know. It's cool. It's okay, but I'm good. But yeah, I think Doom: Dark Ages, cool game outside of the glitch trophy. But it was a cool game, and kind of too long. The game was a little too long.
Yo, that is insane that is actually happening with that game, bro.
Yeah, no. Tell me about it, bro.
Like, yo, they got a I don't know if you guys know, there's a website called Power Picks, and he does like trophy guides. Yo, in his trophy guide, he has play the game Doom. Well, obviously he's playing on the easiest difficulty. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. He's playing on the easiest difficulty, and he wants people, or he's suggesting people, because this trophy is bugged or whatnot, to play throughout Doom without leveling up, without purchasing any level ups for your weapons or your shield stuff until the end of the game.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to enjoy the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, man.
It's like crazy, bro.
Listen, bro. That's
when I saw that, I was like, yo, what?
That's where we at now in gaming, man. Real talk.
Insane.
That's
But Doom is fun though. I enjoyed it. I had my issues with it. But overall, I had a great time with it. It's a fun game.
mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. All right, so that's that. Let's get into The Witcher real quick, Bari. So Witcher tech demo, which I think is pretty cool. They had a tech demo that was shown off, and this tech demo was actually shown off on a PlayStation 5 Pro. Excuse me, PlayStation 5 running on Unreal Engine 5 at 60 frames, and all that goodness or whatever, right? So, I just want to run through some of the information while the video plays. And you watched the tech demo, right?
I watched it, but I might have a different opinion than you. But go
Oh
ahead.
no, we definitely could talk about it, right? This was part of the State of Unreal, by the way, for the chat. So tech demo reveal, the Witcher 3 Unreal tech demo showcased by CD Projekt Red. It demonstrates how open world technology and design are being advanced. It's not actual gameplay, but features Ciri in a dangerous contract in a new region called Kovir. The new region, Kovir rugged land with bustling trade and careful distance from northern military conflicts. The demo is running on PS5. It was showcased at 60 frames per second, emphasizing performance and visuals. Tools developed will benefit both The Witcher 4 and the wider game development community. The highlighted technologies, ML Deformer, realistic character deformations, no performance hits during gameplay, fast geometry streaming, so seamless loading of large-scale environments without stuttering or pop-ins, supports fluid world exploration, nanite foliage, lush, high-fidelity vegetation rendering without performance compromise, realistic details like swaying tree branches, Unreal animation framework, so advanced blending, state machines, and procedural animations.
Hold
And
on, I'm just gonna stop you, bro, because you're reading all of that shit for no apparent
Hey,
reason.
listen,
Because
I'm just trying
at
to
the end of the
outline. I'm
day,
trying to outline what all they saying that they doing in this goddamn game. Go ahead.
cool,
Go ahead. Go
cool.
ahead.
At the end of the day,
How it look?
that's impressive. This demo was impressive, but it's not representative of what you'll be actually playing on your PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? The way how this article came out and how they reworded things after this presentation came, they try to put fool's gold out there. Just keeping it a
Mm.
buck. You know what I mean? Because this wasn't stated in the actual presentation. How they was talking about this now was like, oh, this is not gameplay and this and that. You know what I mean? It wasn't put out like that, you know? So yeah, you can read off all that stuff that they doing and whatnot, but at the end of the day, this is just a technical demo
There's a tech.
that
A tech demo.
it's not representative of the final product. Okay, cool, but this is not what you're going to be actually playing on the PlayStation 5. This is just something
But this is an example of
showcasing
what's
what's possible.
Yes. I think they're showing off what's possible on PlayStation 5, or using Unreal Engine 5 and what and how they're developing with the game. I don't think this is any different than what we saw when they first revealed, when Tim Sweeney and Epic first revealed Unreal Engine 5 and showed what the possibilities could be on PS5, when they were showing her moving super fast and flying through that shit and all that stuff was going on, and was showing the rock foliage and all that other stuff. I think this is a representation of that. Now, I think the
Yeah, but
difference.
what
Hold on. Let me line it up.
Unreal
Let me
Engine
line it up.
5
Let me
game
line
is
it.
showing that though?
Let me line this up though, because I do agree with you. I think where the initial reveal of UE5 and this kind of falls apart is because the UE5 demo was just showing you some random tech demo of something that was created just to show what the power is. They're using a game that is in active development, The Witcher 4, and actual characters in the world and stuff like that, to show you what they're doing in UE5, and it's showing on the PS5. Now, if it doesn't look like this, obviously, people are going to feel some type of way. And I did see a lot of people saying CD Projekt Red has done this before. And honestly, I'm looking at after the Cyberpunk situation, I'm looking at anything that CD Projekt Red does with the side eye, especially when it comes to it being done on a console. So for me, I thought this looked awesome, right? For what it is, for trying to take it for what it is. But as the actual game itself, I'm I'm not gonna get super hyped and say, oh my god, this is what it's gonna. Now on the PS5 Pro, it may be a little closer to this, but I still need to see the actual game once it's built out.
Yeah, like I said, it's a great looking demo. I was impressed as far as what the demo is. No different than when the PlayStation 5 or the first Unreal Engine demo. But at the end of the day, they could have reworded it where it's more representative of what you actually be playing in the game. You know what I mean? There was some cool stuff that I saw here, but is that stuff going to be implemented? Is that stuff going to be sacrificed just to get the game out? You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm impressed, but am I going to play it? This is what I'm going to play. They used The Witcher to do it, which is smart because everybody going to be playing The Witcher 4.
But The Witcher's also being made in UE5, so I also think that's also why they showed this as well.
Bro, if I don't see Siri bumping into an NPC that's holding some apples and a little boy running around to collect them apples in the final game, I'm suing, bro.
You said I'm suing. You funny, bro.
I'm writing them a lengthy email, you know me, upset and angered because it's crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's impressive.
60 frames, ray tracing, PlayStation 5. There's not a lot of games that is doing that on the base PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Now,
and
what
then
that
now that we
resolution
saw
gonna
that
be,
this
though?
is like, oh, it's not the actual game. You know,
What that resolution gonna be though, man? That shit gonna be like 720p on the base. 900p. You trying to do all that? Upscale it. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, the tech demo was cool for what it was, but I'm not getting hype off of a tech demo like this, especially when I look at CD Projekt Red's really recent track record of releasing broken games on console.
Applegate coming. Absolutely, Applegate is coming. I want to see them apples drop and the little boys or girls running around collecting them apples so they stealing them apples. Not
after Cyberpunk. I was always like, yo, because people was trying to compare CD Projekt Red to Naughty Dog. Wait, remember back in the day on the pod? I was like, listen, bro, I need y'all to stop. I need y'all to stop that bullshit. Then when Cyberpunk came out, I was like, listen, yeah, let's not this Naughty Dog CD Projekt Red comparison to fuck off because that ain't. I
mean, how Cyberpunk is now, people. Really
I don't care.
Game,
I don't care. I don't care at all. if you go to a restaurant and the food is bad, when you sit down to eat and they bring you food and it's terrible, are you more likely to return to that restaurant after the fact? Oh, let me give you another chance.
No.
Okay, thank you. I don't give a fuck. You released your first impression on that game is bad. No good.
But let's say the restaurant you went to, the food was bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I hit you up with your persona. I'm trying to go to the restaurant. You're trying to come through?
Nope.
You gonna turn me down?
Hell yeah. Are you paying? Let me ask that question. Are you paying?
I'm paying.
All right, if you paying, then sure. If you're not paying, then I'm not
going. There you
going.
go. That the update was free.
All right. You got it. That still don't put them on the level of Naughty Dog.
Nah. I don't think they level of Naughty Dog.
They was trying to compare them to Naughty Dog, and I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, I remember that because I was hyped for Cyberpunk, bro. And I was disappointed how that game started. I picked the Nomad class. They hyped up the Nomad class. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be doing this, and you're gonna start. Yo, it was like one mission outside of the city. And I was like, yo, and then it cutscene, a whole bunch of cutscenes, and I was like, oh man, okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, performance was bad too.
Yeah, terrible. But we'll see how Witcher 4 comes out and releases, and we'll see if they learn, if there's lessons learned. But Bari, it's time. We got to get into the state of play. The state of play, man. We got to get into it. So we're going some of the bigger titles we'll spend more time on, but the smaller, some of the other titles we just gonna glaze over that real quick.
Pause.
Shout out to PlayStation. Pause, by the way. Shout out to PlayStation for having an all-in-one article so we can kind of go through everything. So Astrobot, shout out to Astrobot, man. So Astrobot was one of the games that was shown at the State of Play. And so they got 5 new levels that are going to be coming in July. They're going to start releasing July 10th. The levels are Twin Fog Trouble, Suck It Up, Handhold Havoc, High Inflation, and a surprise level. So this is pretty cool. One of the other things too is that there's a new special bots joining, so new characters will appear in these levels, including the mysterious revengeful newcomer. There is a free update for players, so this is going to be free. You don't need to pay for anything. Astrobot Limited Controller is also coming back. It's an updated version, and it's coming out later this year, and it's crafted by Sony Interactive Entertainment's design team. And a message from the team, they're very grateful for the fan support. So Astrobot's just a game that keeps on giving. Any quick thoughts on this, Bar? Go ahead.
All right, so my quick thoughts are, I'm very curious to see who are these mystery bots going to be. Hopefully, my hope is that it's something Final Fantasy Square Enix tied, because out of all of the, bots out there, that was kind of missing. That was you had those cameos in the original, Astro Playroom game, but it was not an Astro bot. So we'll see. I think Atsu looks great. Atsu bot looks great. The controller, they said it's going to have a surprise with the controller. I think. Wait, what was the controller looking like in the original one?
It looked like how it looked when he's holding it. Yeah. Or was it open?
Because I was thinking like, yo, what would you have a surprise for the controller? Is it going to be like holographic where the eyes is moving depending on how you
hold the controller? That's actually a good.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That was something I was hoping they would have done with the controller, but if they would have done that, that would have cost like $200 to have it blink and all that. Man, that'd cost a lot of money.
Nah, not like LEDs, but like holographic. So like when you turn at a certain angle, you see a different like
position of the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. That'd be cool though. If it is something different, I ain't gonna cap. I might
But yeah,
I might grab it. Pause.
I haven't played all of the additional levels for Astrobot yet. But you know what I mean, with this update, more levels, you know what I mean, one of these days I just go in and swoop up all them, bots and complete all those levels. So in there.
Then the next game, Baby Steps. We got a new trailer for that, and it got confirmed to be releasing on September 8th. So shout out to Baby Steps. And then Bloodstain, new game. Bloodstain.
Wait, you still doing the Baby Steps stream?
Don't even lie like that. The chat don't even believe that bullshit. Knock it off. 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 The chat don't even believe that.
Didn't you? So you want me to show the messages?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Show the message.
Nah, I don't show messages, bro.
That ain't your MO. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. And in Bloodstain, the Scarlet Engagement, new 2D side scroller coming to it's a new chapter in the Bloodstain franchise, which is supposed to be like a spiritual successor, if you will, of like Castlevania, Metrovania style games. So this got confirmed as well. It's coming out.
I'm in there for this one.
Karn is a climbing sim type of game. A survival climber type of game. A demo for it is actually available right now on PlayStation, and this got confirmed to be releasing November 5th. So that's cool.
Yo, so why you ain't played the demo?
Of what, Karn?
Yeah.
Because that's not my type of game. Why didn't you play the demo?
How you know I ain't play it?
Because you would have told me.
Well, guess what? I
Go ahead. Say it. All right. I mean, this looks cool, but it's just not really. It's just I'm okay. This your
shaking.
This your speed? This your speed? You picking this up?
Nah, I'm good on this.
This is actually also releasing on PlayStation Plus as well. Actually, this is a PS Plus game, I think, for August or whenever it releases. I think this is also going to be available on PS Plus.
I can see a game like this like blowing up. Like people's like, it's like a phase where people just playing this type of game. But
I think it looks cool, but it's just not my speed.
She bandaged up, bro.
Crazy. And then Digimon Story Time Traveler. This got confirmed.
Oh no, I'm a hiker. I love hiking. I love to hike.
This got confirmed to be releasing on October 3rd, and we had got a new trailer for this. I also got confirmation this game is actually going to be 30 frames per second on consoles and 60 frames on Steam. Yes, Digimon. I haven't played Digimon since Cyber Sleuth.
Cyber Sleuth was fun.
This looks like a cool game though. Like, are you picking this up? Are you gonna check this out?
No. Look what the date coming out.
He said no.
Date,
Yo, real talk. That October 3rd, that's a day after Yote. Nah. I'm sorry, Digimon, but you know, I'm a Digi-destined as well, but I ain't destined to play this shit in October. I'll tell you that. But you know, I'm wishing you all the success. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Digi-destined. You know, my favorite Digimon has always been Agumon. You understand? Into War Greymon, Metagarurumon. No, it was War Greymon. No, it was Greymon, War Greymon, and then it was. What was the fourth Digivolve for Agumon? It was Greymon, War Greymon, and then when he had the crest, he broke past the limits of the third Digivolve, and it took the crest, not the crest. It was the crest into the Digivice. What was the fourth? That's gonna bug me now. It was War Greymon?
No, War Greymon the fourth.
No.
Metal Greymon is the third.
Is it Metal War Greymon?
It's Greymon, then Metal because Metal Greymon is the one where
it's the first one. That's the champion.
No, that was the first one is Greymon.
Yeah, Greymon, yeah.
The second one was Metal Greymon because he turned into the skull and messed up the transformation.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's Metal Greymon. And War Greymon is the fourth one. Yeah. You're right. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to y'all. My fault. Listen, it's been a while. You know, I'm still a Digi-destined. But so War Greymon is actually Agumon. All his transformations have always been my favorite in Digimon. Always. Then we got Everybody's Golf Hot Shots coming up September 5th. Now let's get into the first big wow, you gotta enter your birthday for this shit? For Tactics? What?
Bro, Tactics is a mature game.
Doesn't matter.
Stabbing people.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. You stabbing people.
It don't matter. It's anime.
You gutting people.
So we got a big surprise from Square Enix. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles got confirmed, and this is releasing September 30th, 2025. Bari, talk to me. How we feeling here, sir?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited for this remaster. You know what I mean? I don't know if they said anything about them touching any of the job classes or whatnot.
I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. I can lay it out. Let me lay it out. So Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles releases on PlayStation 5 and PS4 September 30th. It's two versions included: the enhanced version, which is fully voiced dialogue, updated UI and graphics, quality of life improvements, including easier Squire difficulty. Bari about to say. Oh shit. Yo, listen. Bari about to go crazy. Oh shit, hold on. Let me get through it before you spaz, Bari. Hold on.
Everybody gonna be on that. Oh my god. I never 100% before.
Oh shit. Yo, these I'm sorry. Easier Squire difficulty. And then there's a classic version, which stays true to the original 1997 release, including the War of the Lions translation, features autosave functionality. The story overview, set in the Kingdom of Ivalice following the power struggle between rival dukes Goltana, Black Lion, and Larg, White Lion, focusing on Rosma of House Biolvi and his childhood companion Delita. Gameplay features turn-based combat on a 3D battlefield with strategic positioning and planning, extensive job systems with over 20 jobs, including things like White Mage and Dragoon, hundreds of abilities to learn, and a mix of strategic customization, tame chocobos, and creatures to lead into battle. A message from Square Enix expresses its excitement to reintroduce this classic game to new and returning players. Further details will be shared closer to the launch. Also, there is a collector's edition for this game, like $300. I missed out on it, but it was a Square Enix exclusive. It looked pretty awesome. I may show it, but go ahead, Bari. Give me your thoughts on this.
They might re-up on that collector's edition. So add it to your wish list. just in case.
Okay.
But it's funny that they call it Easy Squire. Like personally, I think Squire is like one of the best classes in the game. Um, and to use the name of the Squire like that, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ramsa.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love Final Fantasy Tactics. You know what I mean? It's a great game. Story wise, wonderful. The gameplay is fun. You know what I mean? For those strategy games that, if you're not into it, I think this one is easily one of the ones that you can get into it with the story as well. I think the job system, the classes is amazing in my personal opinion. I mean, I definitely always will go for the monk, samurai, get up to there. I like time mage as well. Um, that the reason why I asked about like if there was like changing or well, we'll probably find that out when the game actually comes out. But like I love the dragoon class, but I feel like the dragoon class was not that strong um in tactics, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. But yeah, I mean everything sounds good, man, with the game at the end of the day. The easy mode stuff, like I said, I'm not I'm not against it. It's just I just don't like I already said what I had to say about it, man. I'm not gonna prolong
Yo,
with the easy mode
nah, I
stuff,
get it.
man.
Mm-hmm.
I know why companies do it. Look at some of the best selling games. They have the easy difficulties. You know what I mean? When they took away all those difficulty trophies, that's when you see game franchises sales go up. You know what I mean? So that's why
Mm-hmm.
they're really doing it. But I'm definitely gonna be on this heavy. Especially before, Ghost of Yote come out. I'm gonna be no life in this. Because I definitely want to see if they make any changes to the job classes. I'm pretty sure because it looks tried and true, like a tried and true remaster, like they're
Yeah.
just leaving everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still curious. But yeah, I have my opinions and like the best jobs. I mean, I probably make a video like that or best classes. I make a video out of that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on this heavy. You know what I mean? PlayStation Portal, PlayStation 5, PlayStation Portal is gonna be this game's gonna get played crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. Yeah, this is definitely really exciting. Can't wait to play this. Get into this in September. Definitely gonna be try to get the platinum for this as well and play through this. And it's a good vibe, man. It's a good vibe. This was definitely a big
Oh
surprise.
yeah, that's a big update right there. Like the remastered version, because you can play the classic as well, but it's fully voiced.
Yeah, it's fully voiced in the
I mean,
enhanced version. And Ben
yeah.
Scar is I forgot who they said Ben Scar is playing as in here. And also I think Brianna White is also voice actress in here as well. Ben Scar and Brianna. Also,
Mhm.
they speculating that Clive might be added into this as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they do that or not. So can't wait. Very exciting. This is definitely a very exciting time, a very welcome surprise, and I'm happy for this for sure. So moving along, Bari, let's get into the disappointment of this state of play. The tease. The tease. Let's talk about the tease, huh? PlayStation.
I
They.
got a different opinion than you in this one.
I mean, I ain't gonna call it a disappointment. I wish they would have showed it here. But anyway, Ghost of Yote. They pretty much teased that there is going to be a dedicated deep dive state of play for Ghost of Yote in July. Bari, how you feel about this? Because at first, I'm sure just like me, you were very excited. Yote. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
And then
The
when you
initial
seen
shock
that,
of
when you
it.
seen that July, bro, you cannot tell me there was a little bit of like, come on.
Oh yeah,
Not
yeah.
saying,
You
not
saw
saying,
you
not
saw
saying
in the
that like I don't
reaction.
mind, but I just like like, come on. But like, how you feel about this?
Yeah, like my initial reaction was like, oh come on, like why not show it here? Because nobody was expecting the other announcement. You know what I mean? We thinking this was gonna close out the show. So when we saw July, blah blah blah, I was like, oh what the hell? Like you doing the teaser for the closing? But then right after that, what popped up. So
Mhm.
that's why the reaction was like that. But overall, I'm not upset about it because at the end of the day, this is something that I like PlayStation when they do this, is that they have these deep dives, there these stated plays dedicated to these games. I enjoyed that when it came to the prior first party games. So it's no different here with Ghost of Yote. So I'm gonna be locked into that state of play and we're gonna see what it's about. But overall, from what I was saying, um, when we saw the snippet here is that the lighting is just different. Like that PlayStation essence, that PlayStation fragrance is different, man. You can just tell, like, look at the lighting on the wolf, from the fire, what I mean, the wolf teeth, all that stuff, Atsu, the shadowing. It's just like, it's something different over there, man. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very excited. You know what's funny about it?
Mm.
When it says deep dive in July, for some strange reason, I'm thinking Yote was coming out in July. And then I was like, oh yeah, this game coming out in October, bro.
Yeah,
So the wait is
yeah.
gonna be
That way's gonna
even
be tough.
longer, man. But
Although I feel like
yeah, man.
October will be here before we know it, but yeah, and I feel like this is like, because people like, this is gameplay, like really and truly, like this is not gameplay, but it's in game. Like this ain't no bait and switch like that Witcher tech demo. You feel me? Like what you seeing is what you get.
This
Type
is
shit.
in the game.
Yeah, this is in the game.
Yeah,
Like,
but
this is what you see, what you
you
get.
probably that deep dive state of play, you're probably going to start right here, and they're gonna show you gameplay mechanics liberating.
Hey yo, Bari, if in the deep dive you start right there, I'm buy you lunch one day. I'll buy you lunch, because that's crazy. Because like, why start that there, right? Like that would be cool. But I'm of a different mindset. Like that, I do agree that I do think like the deep dives are great. And I appreciate them. So like, I'm not saying not to do that. Just and I guess more so, this is me and my impatience. I really want to see more of this game. So, and like, you got everybody's eyes are on you right now, So it's like you could have took advantage of like a nice 10-minute, slice and did that. But it deserves its own thing, because this is a major game. So, yeah, this was a surprise. Horigami. This is a new 3D action platformer that's coming to PlayStation on September 3rd. I actually like this game too. I thought this game looked pretty cool.
This looked cool as hell.
Yeah, or Horigami looked really
Like
cool.
Using like origami shapes to traverse and all that stuff. I'm like, that looks pretty unique. This is like one of the smaller games that I was like, oh, this one looks like my speed. I'll definitely play this for sure.
Yeah. This definitely looked really cool to me as well. So this is definitely on my radar. And I'll definitely give this a spin for sure. And it looks beautiful too. Like it definitely looks unique in terms of what they're trying to do here. I like it. I thought this was cool. Then you got James Bond, First Light. So it did get revealed it's a new third-person action game, James Bond, made by IO Interactive. It features a young 26-year-old James Bond. Bond is not yet the polished spy fans know, but is learning to fight, bluff, and vanish. Starts as a Navy air crewman, driven to M16's toughest training program after an act of bravery. This is a standalone story, so it's completely original, reimagining Bond's origin, and it's the development in collaboration with Amazon MGM Studios. The key features are that you travel the world with iconic and new characters, including M, Q, Moneypenny, and your mentor Greenway. Gameplay features combat, stealth, full throttle driving, and high-tech gadgets. Developed by IO Interactive's Glacier engine. The technical details include enhanced for PlayStation 5 Pro with PlayStation 5 Spectral super resolution, so PSSR, and its optimized performance, so it's targeting 60 frames per second in quality mode. Future details: IO Interactive will share more gameplay and story information later this year, and we'll be able to play this next year. Bari, are you excited for this?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I'm interested in it. I want to see precursor James Bond, game. I think that's pretty interesting story concept, before he gets the 00 title. Yeah, I mean, everything looks good about it. Nothing really for me to complain about. They kind of gas people up for that state of the Summer Games Fest though. They didn't really show no gameplay of it, but it looks good. I'm there for it. I'll be there day one.
Yeah, this looks really good, man. This is definitely up my alley. I'm liking this a lot. It looks really beautiful. I just want to see more, see more gameplay. But from what I'm seeing initially, it looks It looks like it's gonna be a good
It
good
looks it
game.
look like it's gonna be a blend of like everything that IO do. The Hitman, I see
Yeah,
Hitman elements in
action,
there.
hmm action, and all that. Very cinematic as well. With the cinematics and whatnot. So, yeah, James Bond, 007 is back, baby. We back. We back. Oh, did I? I think I closed out the wrong one. I closed out the wrong one. My fault, chat. My fault. My fault. My fault.
Are you gonna get a collector's edition?
Probably, yeah.
You don't know what the collector's edition gonna have.
I'll still buy it.
Oh, you just a pay pig.
Sure. That's what the incels say. So then the next game we got is
Hey, why you
Lumen,
keep using that word, man?
because that's
Come
what
on,
they
man.
that's what they are. Lumen's Arise is a brand new built from the grind out entry level into the iconic puzzle series, and it launches later this year. This I think is that game made from the developers of didn't they make
Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect. How you feeling about this?
And they made that other game too, the little humanity game. I never played Lumens like that. So when we was watching the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, the music is fire. It didn't hit me right away like what it was. I was saying this is probably the devs that made that game, and I couldn't think of Tetris Effect, but um it looks cool. One of those, puzzle bop your head to the music type
Mm-hmm.
joints.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if did it say VR? It's gonna be in there?
I don't remember if it said VR or
Because
not.
normally like these joints is like in VR as well.
Oh yeah, VR compatible. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a cool little, puzzle game to play.
Yeah, looks cool. I'm saving TOKON for last. Metal Gear, we got a new trailer for this.
Yes,
It looks good.
Yes, sir. You being very disrespectful too. Talking about, oh, we already saw Metal Gear. No, you didn't see this trailer.
We're seeing enough.
You didn't. No, they
We're
were
seeing-
showing
we're
the
seeing
boss
enough.
fights.
We're seeing
Okay.
enough. We're seeing enough.
We're seeing more gameplay and how the game is coming along. Because the last time we saw, we saw some gameplay, but that was a long time ago. Now we're seeing more gameplay within the boss fights,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming along.
And this was
You know what I
catching
mean?
on
And
PS5 Pro as well. So this is pro gameplay, which I think is great.
Yo, because this is a remake, but you have a different view in for a lot of the game, but it still kept tried and true to what it is. Like the boss fights look the same as far as what you got to do against like Ocelot, against Fury, and Pain, the end. That's the fight I definitely want to see what they're going to do with the end. But yeah, in the same locations and all that. um I can't wait for this, man. I'm very like I said, this is in my top 3 favorite games of all time, and the fact that they're doing a remake of it, can't ask for anything more, man. I'm super excited for this. I'll be shut. It's gonna be shut down season when this game come out.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. And then we got Mortal Kombat Collection, which is all of the Mortal Kombat games or a lot of the old school Mortal Kombat games. I'm not really I thought this was a cool announcement, but I wasn't really super excited for this. What about you, Barry?
I think it was a cool announcement for people that enjoy Mortal Kombat games, especially the older one. The fact that they said this and it's online with rollback netcode, I think that's where the bulk of the excitement
Yeah.
for this announcement. Me personally, I never really liked the Mortal Kombat games. I played them, but if they're not my jam, not my speed. But I'm not upset by the announcement. I think it's a cool announcement.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think this is a cool announcement. And some of those old school Mortal Kombat games are pretty cool. So I think a lot of people definitely gonna pick this up and take advantage of this. This is releasing later this year. Then we got Ninja Gaiden that released Ninja Gaiden Ragebound coming out July 31st.
I'm in there with this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a huge one right here, man. I'm very excited for this here. This looks great. I think this looks really, really cool. Yeah, so that's coming out. And then we got Nihil 3 that got confirmed as well. And the demo is
We got this and Shinobi coming out this year. The platforming, beat 'em ups, They back, man.
Yes,
In there.
sir. So Neo got confirmed to be Neo 3 got confirmed, and a demo's out now, but it's only going to be available until June 18th. So it's a timed demo. So you got a limited amount of time to play that demo. I never played none of the Nihos. I played the first one, like a little bit of it, but I didn't really get too far in it. But Bari, how you feeling about this Neo 3?
It feels good. You
Yeah,
know,
you played the demo,
alpha
right?
Demo.
You played the demo, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't complete the demo yet, but I've been playing it. It looks good for an alpha demo. It runs really good. So yeah, you know, the move styles and all stuff. I'll get more into that stuff. But so far from what I played, it is Neo. But yeah, it plays good and it feels good. In my opinion, very
Yeah.
responsive.
Yeah, I may try to dive into it and play it. But you know, I may not have no time. I ain't gonna lie. Then we got Pragmata, yo. Finally, we got some new information about Pragmata. And so for Pragmata, what we got? It's confirmed that it's releasing in 2026, which I think is good, right? And new
Capcom
gameplay
killing
trailer.
it, man.
It's set in a sci-fi lunar station. Story follows Hugh and Diana as they attempt to defeat the lunar station's AI and return to Earth. The gameplay mechanics is unique dual character gameplay. Player controls Hugh and Diana simultaneously, combines action, strategy, and hacking. Though 2-in-1 combat style is exclusive to Pragmata. Capcom plans to share more details later on. Development team is committed to delivering an exciting, unique experience for fans. So yeah, that's Pragmata. How you feeling about this, Barry?
Pragmata looks amazing. When this game got initially shown, the trailer was dope, but I wasn't locked in like a lot of people was like, "Where's the hell is Pragmata? Where the hell is Pragmata?" I was like, "If it's there, it's there." But now after seeing this joint and seeing some of the gameplay, more story elements of it, yo, this is hype for me. This is up there for me as far as like, all right, 2026 is gonna be a great year, man. It looks this visually is like a beautiful game that was showing. I like some the gameplay mechanics that they have. They got a nice little dodge. You know what I mean? The gunplay looks cool. Kind of reminds me like kind of like a Dead Space a little bit, but now you have a little companion. But yeah, I'm all for this one right here, man. I'm in there.
Yo,
Day one.
this looks fantastic, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, this looks so good, and
Look at
I'm interested to see this dual gameplay and how they like. You know, I want to experience this to see how they do it, and the story as well, man. The story definitely has me intrigued. I wonder if because Diana, I think her name is Delphi or something. I forgot what her actual name is, but he calls her Diana. She's an AI as well, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they, like how her story unfolds and like how that happens as well. But this looks yo, and that RE listen, this RE engine is bro. Like
Yeah, where Jack Move at? Jack Move said there was no big games at the PlayStation Showcase. This is a big game. Kick Jack Move in the shin, man. I seen his tweet this morning. I said, "Yo, Jack Move, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
Oh man,
I need Jack Move in the chat right now. Shout out to Jack.
We're gonna run through some of these other games real quick. So we got Romeo is Dead, which is made by Suda 51. It's coming to PlayStation 5 next year. This is a new game.
That looked cool as well.
Yeah. Anchors Await, Capped In, which is this. I thought this was like some Sea of Thieves shit at first when I saw this.
No, the Sea of Remnants.
Sea of
Yo, this game looks good, bruh. This like a pirate RPG. Like, yeah, we was making fun of it a little bit. Well, the more the trailer was going by, I was like, yo, this junk look good. You know what I mean? There's no way people be like excited for Expedition 33, which, you know, looks Expedition is my game of the year currently. But this got turn-based. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? This junk look fire.
Yeah, it looks
Wait, is it the same one?
Maybe.
No, I remember seeing some turn-based battle with this joint. Let me see if this is the same game.
It might not be the same one.
Nah, bro, there was like a boss battle they was doing.
And see a remnant. Oh yeah, this is it. Yeah. So that's a turn base.
Yeah,
okay.
yo.
Oh wow. All right. I need to see a
cool,
little bit more. Silent Hill F that got confirmed to be coming September 25th. Yo, this year is crazy for gaming, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know there's a lot of Silent Hill fans out there, so I know y'all gonna be definitely picking that up. I thought it looked cool. I'm not the biggest Silent Hill fan, so my excitement for this is not all that high, but shout out to the Silent Hill fans who are excited for that. Sword of the Sea. This is also coming out August 19th. This is made by the developers of Journey and Pathless.
Another big small game.
Hey yo. But yo, Sword of the Sea looks absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you played Journey, if you played Abzu, Pathless, you already know what you get.
Yeah, you know what you get
when you get these games. This is like an experience. This is a nice little puzzle game. It's gonna be a good vibe.
Yeah, it's gonna look beautiful too. Yeah, it's gonna look beautiful. So shout out to them. We got a Thief VR game that got confirmed. It's coming to PSVR 2. I think that's pretty cool.
The more I was thinking about the Thief one, I'm like, yo, this actually is a cool VR game. Like Thief is a very slow, methodical type game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the fact that now you got it in VR, you can pickpocket in VR and all that stuff. That's a cool, VR game. So
yeah.
I might be picking this one up, yo. VR.
Yeah, you're not picking this up, Larry. Knock it off. Knock it off, bro. This coming to PS. Why are you looking at me like yo? Why are you looking at the camera like that? Listen, man. Why are you not picking it? Listen, chat. Why are you not picking this up?
He's projecting, y'all.
I ain't projecting shit because I ain't the one that said I was picking this up. I ain't even say that. You said that. I'm telling you.
I won't pick this up.
I'm telling you.
You know how many VR games I got?
Listen, brother. I'll tell you right now. I'm not picking this up. I ain't even going. Well, that's true. You got lucky.
Exactly. You just proved my point, y'all. Projecting.
I ain't no projector. I like a Panasonic to you. All right, let's get into
you
this.
Just said, I'm not picking this up, so you're not picking it. Go on, move
on.
on.
Ties of Tomorrow is another game.
Look at
that is coming out. You understand? And this looks pretty cool. This actually looked if I'm thinking of the same game, let me see. I gotta see the gameplay.
This is the multiplayer story game.
Oh yeah, I'm good. The gunplay looked pretty cool. Let me see the gunplay. I thought this was the one with the guns and all that. Let me see. This no, I'm good on this.
It looks straight. It looks straight.
I'm good on that.
I don't know if you're dependent on other people to play, but I think it's just like an asynchronous multiplayer type game.
Yeah.
But you're playing us throughout a story. So any actions that is going on, that might be somebody else within the world doing it.
Yeah.
But you might be doing your own thing. That's what I got from it, but
I need to see more. I don't know about that one. We gonna
look all right, it looks straight.
We gonna pass on that for now. All right, Bari, the moment of truth, because you're fiending, I'm fiending as well. Let's get into this Marvel TOKON fighting soul, sir.
Oh, you're not gonna talk about the fight stick before?
Oh, you want to talk about the fight stick first? All right, pause.
Oh, it's up to you. You the host.
I'm the host. Oh, I'm the host. Let me speak.
You the host.
I'm the host. Let me speak.
That?
That's old school for those who know. That's old school. I'm the host.
Everybody, you're not gonna talk. I'm the host.
Let me speak. Yo, people that's been around a while know that. Let me speak. Let me speak.
You get your ass cut off.
All right,
that's when in Twitter space everybody trying to prove themselves like, yo, back in the day when I played on Nintendo in the 64.
When I was a wee little lad,
I was pressing the A and B buttons to do the contra code.
When I was a wee little lad, my mom, she bought me my first console. You remember when dudes used to come up his faces and like the first thing they do is tell you their life story. And I used to hate that shit too, man. I'm just like, bro, nobody cares. like respectfully, nobody gives a shit. We could be talking about, say we talk about this fight stick, and we invite somebody come up to speak. Instead of them talking about the fight stick, like, oh, so what's your thoughts on the fight stick? Oh, I'm not into fighters, but I just wanted to talk. Why are you into
fighters?
I just want to tell you guys about when my dad bought me my first console when I was 4 years old. Nobody cares.
I remember playing Mortal Kombat. It wasn't me playing it; it was my brother.
It was my brother, and I used to watch him.
It gave me so much joy.
Yo,
What's
Yo,
your
so-
opinion on this fight stick, brother?
Yo, the fight, yo.
Damn. And they thought we was mean cutting them off. Like,
Nah, yo, listen, I'm
Like,
gonna
nah,
cut you.
man.
I'm gonna cut you off. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna cut. Listen, for those that been in spaces a long time, y'all know me. I was cutting dudes off, especially if I was the host or a co-host in the space. Listen, you get cut off, brother, because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody cares. But yo, let's get back to the show. I'm sorry, chat. Yo, the fight stick. So, PlayStation, they did it again, man. And this is something that I think is a welcome addition, especially since you own Evo and all that. But they did confirm that they are making a dedicated PlayStation design fight stick called Project Defiant, which is their first wireless fight stick designed for PlayStation 5 and PC, and is expected to launch in 2026. The key features are wireless and wired connectivity, so it uses PlayStation Link technology for ultra low latency wireless play, and supports wired USB-C connection for players who prefer a physical link. Custom controls, digital stick with tool-less interchangeable restrictor gates, square, circle, or octagon, mechanical switch buttons, touchpad like the USB controller, ergonomic and sturdy build for long sessions, convenient design, so storage compartment for restrictor gates and a USB adapter, can wirelessly wake up your PlayStation 5 by holding the PS5 button. Includes the PS button, lever mode switch, lock button, share button, PS Link button, L3, R3, touchpad, and options button. It's portable. The portability comes with a sling carrying case with a lever gap for safe transport. The visual design, left side is black with the digital stick, right side white with the 6 action buttons. Future details, more information, including the final name and release date, will be shared in the coming months. So we'll be getting this information soon. Bari, thoughts on this? Big fighting game. You're a big fighting game guy, Bari. Are you picking up this fight stick?
I'm picking up this fight stick for sure. You know what I mean? I think this joint looks amazing. I think it looks beautiful. I like how everything is in sync with the whole PlayStation 5 look and concept. You know, the dual color, you know, this futuristic type look. Yeah, it does looks like a really clean, simple fight stick. They said there's a storage compartment in there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at the pictures, I'm trying to see like where is the storage compartment. I guess you gotta open it from the top,
The top or something like
that.
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it opens up, or it could be like at the bottom because there's like a little it's like a little space thing at the bottom
Mhm.
on one of the pictures. I'm like, oh, that might be where you prop it open. But yeah, like I think this look dope, man. The wireless technology stuff I think is cool. I don't know how that's gonna work like in the tournament setting. We was talking about that with like Dre and Chuck. Like, I don't know how that's gonna work like sitting out in the tournament and all these connections and all that stuff. So most likely people are just gonna, you know, use their wired USB-C.
Mhm.
But yeah, it looks good. The only thing I have questions for it is the buttons itself.
I was
Like,
yep. Are they Hori?
it
Are they
it
Sanwan? What are they?
nah, it looks like it's flushed. I don't know, maybe because it's the clear plastic that's giving that illusion that it looks like it's flush. I got to see more pictures or like a better video or whatnot. But I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean?
Oh, like the
I like
buttons are
to be a
recessed?
little bit.
Oh, you don't like them
Yeah, it looks
recessed. Okay.
it looks like it's recessed because it's like a groove, and then the plastic look like it's.
I
looks
feel like
it's
it doesn't,
in.
because when you look at it, I feel like it's not, because like when you look at like let me go back to like when it's, hold up, let me
Only reason why I'm mentioning it because
because like I'm looking at
you don't want a fat finger, you know what I mean? Because the buttons just recessed or flushed into it. You know, you want to have that button up.
I think
Oh,
this
yeah,
the
that's a
design.
good
It's
angle
the
right
design.
here.
Yeah, the design of it, they don't look recessed at all. They actually look raised
Oh,
here.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
I don't know if it's
This
just like the animated design and how they're doing it that it just makes it. And plus they're clear. Like the housing of the buttons is housing like a clear whatever. So I think that might be why it may look like that. But I think they actually are raised based on how I'm looking at the image here. But you know, we'll definitely see once we get it in our hands. Pause. Price predictions. It's a lot of technology going into this fight stick. Where do you think the price point will land with this fight stick?
I'm thinking it's gonna land at 350,
Whew,
but nothing lower than 300. Nothing lower than
350. 350.
Yeah, because that's why I asked is like, is there any other like wireless fight stick? And if this is gonna be the first like wireless fight stick that's pushing PlayStation Link technology,
Yeah.
there's no way they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna come in cheaper than other fight sticks that don't have that. Bruh, this fight stick alone, this right here was 300.
Oh, that's
This
the
fight,
obsidian. No, not the obsidian. I can't see it because it's like the green screen is. Oh, that's the I forgot the name. I
it's
got the same
the
side. I know
black.
what you're talking- Yeah, the black. Yeah, the black version. Yeah, yeah. That one was pretty expensive. I mean, we all talking
My
about a
Quantum
bodega.
Dragon was like 400 and change. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they're gonna be like, oh, we got wireless technology. Then you have the wired.
You
Our
know
own
what?
first fight stick is gonna be like 200.
Yo,
Nah, I don't
think
know.
about it too. My Victrix, both the Victrix hits, my Victrix hitbox and my Victrix fight stick, both were $400. So you might be
Yeah,
you might be right.
my Victrix was like, yeah, it was like 400. It was like 350 something, or it came with like almost 400.
Yeah, you're right. So I
And
can see
that was the Kuma version.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. So
You know what I mean?
I think you might be right here. I think when it comes to this fight stick, I could definitely see three. I don't see it being no lower than 300 because there is a lot of and it's crazy because this fight stick actually encompasses everything that I've wanted and like because it actually can function as a PlayStation controller as well. It's got all the buttons, the L3, R3. It's got the touchpad. It's got all that, and a lot of other fight sticks have that as well. But that on top of the link technology and everything else, yeah, I don't see this. I don't see this fight stick being no lower than $300.
Yeah, any fight stick that has like a storage compartment, it's gonna cost you a little bit more as
Yeah,
well. It's gonna
yeah.
cost you a pretty penny. If it didn't have that and it was just like basic, I would see okay, maybe you can get something lower than 300. But
Mhm.
I doubt it. I doubt this is gonna be lower than 300. If they do that, that's a steal. But I
Yeah,
doubt it's gonna be that. But I'm saying like 350 is gonna be.
yeah. I think 300 is the lowest I think it will be, but 350 I think would sounds about right. But all right, man. So that's the fight stick. Now we got to get into one of the biggest surprises of the week, bro, and that is Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I said that right. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
I looked
Granted,
up what Tokon means too.
what does
It
that mean?
means fighting souls or fighting spirit or something like that.
Oh, so
So
they
it's like a
probably adding
double.
that for the English. So it's probably just gonna be called Marvel Tokon in
Yeah.
Japan. That's probably what it's called. But okay, so let's get into this, man. Let's break this down. So Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is it's a new 4v4 tag fighting game developed by PlayStation Studios, Arc System Works, and Marvel Games. So this is a collaborative project, chat. And it's launching in 2026 on PlayStation 5, Steam, and Epic Game Store. The gameplay features combine accessibility for newcomers and depths for veterans. Uh-oh, Bari. Again. Yeah. Well, let me get through it before you blow a gasket. Players only need to master one character for
I ain't gonna
dynamic.
blow, not for fighting games. But
Players only need to master one character for dynamic gameplay. Includes simple and traditional fighting game inputs, Lord. I know Chuck and Dre gonna have a field day with that. I can't wait for Plus on Block tomorrow. Characters can call in allies for backup and combos. The character roster includes Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, Storm, Miss Marvel, Star-Lord, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes version, and more. Characters features Arc's unique anime-inspired visual style and reimagined gameplay moves. The 4v4 tag system evolved from typical 2v2 or 3v3 formats to 4v4 for more dynamic team-ups and intense battles. Stages will be packed with Marvel Easter eggs and strategic multi-area transitions like we see within the trailer. Visual style originally aimed for a Western comic book style, but switched to Arc's Japanimation approach based on Marvel's feedback. Future updates, more details on character stages, modes, and online play will be shared in the future. The game aims to celebrate the Marvel universe in new and exciting ways. Bari, you did a live reaction to this on your own channel, and you broke this down. Do it for WUPS here, man. I'm gonna let you have the floor and kind of lead this conversation. Talk to me about this game. How you feel about Marvel Tokon? What's the excitement like? Let's start there. We'll talk about future characters and all that, but let's just start with what we saw in the trailer and all that. Talk to me, brother.
just let y'all people know this not gonna be, regardless if this game has special inputs and easy inputs, you still gonna get your ass cracked open.
Fact.
With this game.
Whoa. Wait a second. What? Whoa. What? Nah. Rephrase that. Huh?
You gonna get that ass decimated.
No. Yo, listen, that's definitely gonna be a short. Bari's making that a short. Lord have mercy. What?
That ass gonna be open, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Just look at when the Doom clip comes in. Just know you blocking that, and you got command grabbed. You blocked 2 assists, and then got command grabbed off of a switch. Let's let you know that. But nah, man, this game is looking amazing. I can't wait to play it. Like when it comes to that easy inputs and all that stuff in fighting games, really true, that shit don't matter. It kind of matters like with reversal and supers, but that really don't matter because somebody got better spacing than you, somebody got better, optimization as far as like block strings and combo. That shit don't matter, bro. You know what I mean? You can do all that auto combo shit all you want. It's gonna look stylish, but are you getting any damage from it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nah, man, I love Arc System Works. So the fact that this actually came true is wild to me, because you wish for something like this to happen, a collaboration with PlayStation and Arc System Works. You know what I mean? I've been talking about this for years. And the fact that it came, it's still like super shocking. Like, yo, this is actually real, bro. Like they actually PlayStation actually has their own fighting game developed by Arc System Works. That's a Marvel game. You know what I mean? During the reaction, I'm watching this joint and I'm like, yo, Arc System is doing a Marvel versus Capcom game. And it didn't hit me when I'm seeing more of the game. Like I see Spider-Man coming through. I was like, wait, I'm saying Marvel versus Capcom, but there's no Capcom characters. And they've hit me like, oh yeah, it's an art game. There's not gonna be no Capcom characters in there. But the character design looks amazing. I do like the fact that they went the Japanese anime style. You already know the combos and the battle system is going to be very layered and deep. You know what I mean? It's an art game. And the fact that it's a 4v4 arc system game, you know what I mean? I think it's going to get crazy. So, I at the end of the day, a game like this, you're going to have to put in the work. I know a lot of people don't want to put in work because they got easy modes and Lies of P and all that. Now they're excited to play the game. You got to put in the work in this game. You're going to be learning these characters. You're going to be learning how to play the game. You know what I mean? System mechanic wise, we see some things with, like counters or alpha counters with assists. We see how the switching happens. I think how they have it set up here when it comes to the switching is really good because you actually see a visual cue of the switching happen. I think that's going to be very important in this type of game where all this type of chaos is going to happen. But yeah, chaos is going to be the common denominator with this. With 4v4, that's a lot of characters that's going to be on screen at one time. And I like the fact that they went the active assist and active switching in this game. No different than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and like Blaze Blue cross tag battle. Like I love that stuff because you can just add an additional layer to opening somebody up, if they're blocking or turtling or whatnot. You know what I mean? But overall, we already know this game is going to be beautiful. The fact of the matter is,
and then like,
seeing it.
He active switched into Storm and then went straight into her super while she was still hitting him. That's gonna be nasty. Oh my god.
There was a part in the game where I think it was in the dev diary where they was calling assist and they was blocking, switching, blocking. It was just like, mad layers in this game, bro.
Yeah.
I saw Maximilian put out a tweet and it definitely hit me too. I was like, this game, you're going to be blocking for a long time. You know what I mean? How it's set up. If you play against somebody good, you're going to be blocking. You know what I mean? If your defense is that good. But is there any like push block? You know what I mean? That was something that was not really like shown in this trailer. You know what I mean? But the fact that this is the first reveal and it's looking like this, like if they was to say like, beta coming this summer, I wouldn't even be surprised. This junk look polished as hell.
Yeah,
it look good.
Does. It looks really
You know
polished.
what I mean? I know the game coming out next year, but this junk looks good. Like, listen, Arc System, they already know what it is. They're gonna do what they do. The game's gonna look great. You know, they have the experience with like a Dragon Ball Fighters, Grand Blue, Guilty Gear. You know what I mean? Some, you know, is a different team, you know, when it comes to the Blaze Blue series, but there's elements of that as well in there. But yeah, I can't wait for this, man. This was a hype ass trailer. This is the best. This is the best reveal so far. This
Oh yeah, of this
summer
week,
game.
of this week,
You know what I mean?
absolutely,
Yeah,
100%. This is
this is the
definitely the
best
best
reveal.
reveal. 100%. This is the best reveal.
In my opinion.
I think
me
a
see.
close second would be Final Fantasy Tactics. In terms of like
Nah,
surprise and being
second
excited.
would be Resident Evil. That's a big game.
Oh,
Believe it or not.
RE, I put that in like top 3, top 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this Marvel TOKON, this looks absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for this game. I'm definitely gonna be back on this heavy, back into fighting games heavy with this game, and this is definitely gonna be this looks very polished. I do agree with Bari, and it's gonna be a lot of mayhem.
The
here
characters that they
with
introduced to
with four
is very
characters.
smart too, because it's one character out of the set, right? So they introduced Star Lord. Star Lord is a part of the Guardians, so it's safe to assume that the Guardians will eventually be in that game. You have Storm. Storm is a part of X-Men, so it's safe to assume that X-Men characters will be a part of the game. You know what I mean? So the introduction of the characters is very smart. It might not be the character that somebody wants or was anticipating, but it gives hope to like, yeah, there's going to be a Wolverine, there's going to be a Cyclops, because you got Storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or
You
you
got it.
see Captain and Iron Man, so Avengers gonna be there. You
Yo,
see
Wolf was
Doctor
good.
Doom, so Fantastic Four gonna be there. You feel me? Yeah, it's,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
definitely
Exactly.
yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Let me ask you this. 2 different questions, but we'll start the first one. Top 3 Marvel characters you want to see in this game?
Oh, as far as that wasn't introduced.
Yeah, that wasn't introduced. Who would you want to see? Top 3.
Top 3, Iceman,
Mm-hmm.
Thor,
Mm-hmm.
Gambit.
That's good.
Will be my top 3. I got a lot, but
Yeah, I got a
those would be
lot.
my top 3.
Top 3 for me.
And I want Thor. I don't want Thor as a burly, big ass Thor. I want Thor that can move. You know what I mean? I want an arc system Thor.
Yeah.
Because the last Thors that we put up in the fighting game, they make these big burly characters, which don't get twisted. Marvel vs. Capcom Thor, I thought was pretty cool. The Infinite one, it was pretty cool, but it was just not my play style. But I want a Thor that's my play style. But go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. Yeah. So for me, I want Wolverine. That's a no-brainer. Hulk. It's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah.
And
they're gonna have Hulk, bro.
Absolutely.
You know they're gonna have Hulk.
And the third one I think I did say I said Iceman the other day. But Magneto, I think would be another one.
Oh yeah, Magneto's another one.
Yeah, I would want to see
what I mean?
Magneto in here. A lot of the characters I'm gonna want to see it really is going to be X-Men characters. Like you could do Omega Red, you could do Sabretooth, you can do not Maestro, Mr. Sinister.
Yo, let me ask you this question
go ahead.
before you ask your second one.
Okay.
Out of the 8 characters that you've seen so far,
Yeah.
who do you think in this roster is going to be the cheapest character?
Dr. Doom.
Doom? Why would you say Doom as far as what you saw?
Because Doom got that full screen blast that he can then spot dash, mid-air dash into. They showed it here, just like in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They literally showed it. That spot
I agree
dash.
with you.
And then the second cheapest, I think is really gonna be go ahead, say what you're gonna say. I'm trying to think on the second cheapest. Go ahead.
I agree with you to Doom. I think Doom is gonna be cheap. Yeah, Dre said it, command grab, and his air dash or command dash look crazy, and he got a Homan, whatever thing, laser. But I think the cheapest character so far from what I'm seeing, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, you got the
Spider-Man.
spot dodge.
The spider sense, bruh.
Yeah,
I see him counter like mad stuff already off of that spider sense joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he looks crazy. And he's comboing that with a counter, and you can assist, to extend that, bruh.
Nah, yo, real talk.
I mean?
If they keep Storm, if they keep some of Storm movesets from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Storm gonna be the second cheapest because she's gonna be able to lock you down in the corner, and then you can active tag into your second character while you still got the active frames on her first move and lock you down. if they keep her I forgot the name of that one move that Storm do. If Storm is doing full screen shit, like in Marvel's Capcom, Storm gonna be cheap as hell in this game for sure. Storm gonna
Yo,
be very
one thing
cheap in
I
this
was
game.
thinking about with Storm or even with Iron Man is that I don't think there's an arc system game. Matter of fact, no, they do have a character like that. And Chuck played the dude, Zamatsu. Because I was about to say, I don't think Arc System had a character that had like a fly mechanic, you know, where you can hover like how Storm and Iron Man in the Marvel's Capcom games, but they do. Zamatsu has that little when he does that, oh, praise me, and he can, you know what I mean, float with his shit. So I wonder if they're going to implement that in this joint. I think they should.
Star-Lord looks strong too. I ain't gonna cap. Star-Lord look like he gonna be really strong. Honestly, everybody looks good in their own right. But we talking cheesiest, I think it's gonna be Doom, Storm.
Yo, that double assist command grab with Doom is you gonna get opened up, bro.
Look how he locks you down with the beam from space shit. Doom gonna definitely be a problem in this game, man. Doom gonna be a problem in this game. I can't wait for this. Second question. What would be your top 3 guest characters you want to see in this game? Like who would be like
guest
characters like play, because this is a PlayStation collab game. I wouldn't mind seeing some collabs with PlayStation, but what would be like your top 3 that you would want to see in terms of guest characters? It doesn't have to be PlayStation. I'm just saying because it's collab with PlayStation, but who would be like your top 3 guest characters you would love to see in this game?
Damn, that's a good ass question. I would say keep it Arc System. I would say somebody like either Soul or Kai.
Oh, I would love Kai. Pause. I would be dope.
That it's probably reasonable what happened. But like PlayStation wise, of course Kratos. And I'm talking about, you know, Leviathan Axe Kratos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that would be dope. And the third one, this one is, you know, these games always going to have like a trolley character, and I would say Astrobot, like a trolley, you know what I mean, type character where he has all these PlayStation abilities and all these abilities that's happening.
Yo, you really try to have them go that MVC2 route with Servbot from MVC2, yo. He was strong as hell, though.
These Servbot games always have that type of, they always have that type of character, bro.
Nah, you did.
I feel like if Astrobot would be like a guest, it would be definitely that type of character.
Yeah. For me,
ooh, Destin or Cole. That's that.
Yo, I was definitely about to. I swear, I was that my first one was going to be either Destin or Cole from Infamous.
That would be lit.
Because this is Japanese, and has Japanimation and all that. Jin Sakai.
Ooh, okay.
Where his ghost abilities, you know, like you can kind of have a play on the ghost abilities and whatnot. You feel me? Third, yo, y'all gonna hate me for this. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Joel and Nathan Drake, man. Listen, bruh. Listen, man.
I can't get jiggy to that one.
I'm getting jiggy. Listen, brother. He could be like in Marvel's Capcom 3. He could be like Frank Castle. You feel me? With the with the shopping cart and shit. Yo, let me get my boy Joel. Listen, my boy Joel, man. I'm standing on business.
Yo, but realistically, though, I don't want people to get this mindset of these guest characters should be in there.
No, they don't have to.
You don't necessarily have to do that with this game because it's a Marvel IP. Like at the end of the day, there's so much characters to choose from. But I want to highlight some things for people when it comes to the stages, right? Because that's one thing when it comes to a fighting game and it gets revealed. I like to look at the stages and see what's going on. Yo, rewind a little bit some of that trailer. I'm going to tell you to pause at certain things because there were some teasers. He said Joel with the golf club. Come on, man.
Yo, yeah. Joel. Absolutely.
There's some teasers in here, right? So, go. Remember, I'm like 5 seconds behind you too. So, keep going a little bit. When it gets to the first little stage part,
I paused it. Yeah. They see the Avengers building.
Let it play a little bit.
Where like?
Oh, stop right here. Stop. Yeah, you go right here. Pause right here. If you see to the left. Dazzler Disco. Yeah, I see it. Yep. That's one character teased, right?
Yeah.
When it goes to the right, pause it when it goes to the right. With a transition to the game, pause it when it goes to the right. So play it when it goes over to the right area.
Oh, Dine. I see Dine.
Dine. That's another one.
Yeah.
Pause right there.
Yeah, I see
Dine.
it.
Wasp. So you
Mhm.
you're teasing little Ant-Man and Wasp kind of thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then the other stage. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, go to the other stage because they have Daredevil cameo, Matt Murdock, looking and watching, and they have the gym that his father was a part of, the Fogswell boxing gym. So I think Daredevil is possible going to be in there as well. But there's some teasers in here, man. If you know your Marvel stuff, there's some teaser stuff. This is the Avengers Mightiest
They
Heroes.
also
So
confirming Thor. Yeah, they definitely confirming Thor.
Thor.
This is pretty much confirmed Thor is going to be in the game. There's no
But
way
you
they're
see,
not going to have Thor.
you see how this one is like. th- those costumes are the American style costumes, so they're paying homage to that. You know, the original look of these characters.
Yeah.
But the other stage where he's in the back, the little
Here
back
we go.
alley,
Yeah,
you're gonna
Fogworth.
see
Yeah,
the gym.
Fogwell's gym. I see it. Right
And
now.
there's like shout out to Agent, because Agent, he pointed out there was Matt Murdock watching from one of the windows.
Oh yeah, right here. I see him. I see him. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Agent, yo. He pointed
And
that out.
Nelson
Yeah,
and
Matt
Murdoch.
Murdock.
Yeah, this is office right
Yep.
here. Yo.
Yep.
That's a good eye,
Nelson
bruh.
and Murdoch.
Wow, that's a good eye, yo. So Daredevil definitely gonna be in the game for sure.
Yep.
Damn, that's dope as hell, yo. Yeah, this game is
He's
gonna be
just
fire.
watching.
This game is gonna be fire.
That's kind of heat. They just watch. Well, he can't watch. Well, he's watching in his own way. But,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's the sonar shit. So he technically is watching. He's seeing the heat signatures and all that. But all right. So Bari, we went through the state of play. That was a lot. We talked about everything state of play.
So,
You changed your score after that Summer Game Fest too. I saw the tweet.
yeah, I did.
So you sitting at a 9 out of 10 for this state of play.
I'm
Is
sitting
that your final score?
at a 9. I'm sitting at a 9 out of 10, just due to my excitement for TOKON, Marvel TOKON. You know what I mean?
But you changed your score after seeing Summer Game Fest. And we're going to go through Summer Game Fest rather quickly. And that's going to kind of roll into our discussion or whatever. But
yeah,
you upped your score again after watching Summer Game Fest. What made you do that? Was Summer Game Fest that bad that you said, you know what? I don't know how good I have it over here at State of Play and read.
100%. You know what I mean? Summer Game Fest made me appreciate State of Play even more, because I thought State of Play was great. I enjoyed what I watched, but it's nothing against third party or whatnot. Because yeah, there's a lot of cool third party games at Summer Game Fest, but due to the length and some of the games, I'm just not like interested like how I was in State of Play. It got a lower score for me. But yeah, that was a drag for me.
Yeah.
The Resident Evil was cool. At the first little teaser, I didn't really like that at all. You know what I mean? I kind of paused and held back. You know, they did clean it up with ending it with that, but I didn't like that teaser, how they did that, especially for this long ass show. But there was some cool games there though. There was some cool games. But State of Play, easily a 8, 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. For me, State of Play is you know, especially going through all the games again today. I'm like, I'm at about I changed my score initially from a 6 out of 10 to a 7.5 out of 10 because at the time I was like, you know, I need more PlayStation to show. I need PlayStation to show up at these things, and I still stand by that. But I think from what I was seeing here at this State of Play, especially with that Marvel TOKON, especially is what's got me like, yo, much higher up there. So yeah, I'm at a 7.5. I'm gonna stick with my 7.5. It was great. Let's move into. So we're gonna move into like the discussion, and I got Resident Evil 9 playing right now. We're gonna kind of move into the discussion, and the discussion is gonna be twofold. It's gonna be us talking about Summer Game Fest, likes and dislikes, and kind of talk about this notion of, you know, if you dislike stuff when in a showcase, you don't love gaming or whatever that dumb shit people are saying, whatever. So Bari, you know, Summer Game Fest, long show, 2 hours. A lot of people are calling it Summer Steam Fest, and honestly, I'm thinking the same goddamn thing because
Yo,
I'm
I
like,
think
yo,
Teasy
listen,
said that. Shout out to
yo,
Teasy.
shout out to TZ, whoever was saying that, because I'm sitting there like, listen, yo, what are y'all doing? You feel me? But obviously we go through every game. We be here all goddamn day, so I just want to go through some of the bigger highlights. What were some of the standout games for you at Summer Game Fest? Let's start there, and I think it's safe to say we'll kind of be on the same ballpark when it comes to that. I got one playing right now. RE9 was definitely a standout. But what were some of the standout games for you at Summer Game Fest? You can give me like top 3, top 5. It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean RE9 is definitely the biggest announcement there. Which they saved that for the last one. And yeah, during the initial reaction, like I said, I'm enjoying RE games. I'm not like the biggest super fan, but I'm enjoying the remakes that kind of make me a fan of the series. So like I won't detect if this was a RE game, before somebody that, super, super love RE and whatnot. But when I was watching it, I was just like, hey, this looks very Capcom-y, like Capcom-ish, what I mean? As I was watching the trailer and, ended up being, a Capcom game. So, big shout out to Capcom because they dropping Street Fighter 6 DLC, RE9, and Pragmata. You know what I mean? Because Street Fighter 6, I thought that was a cool announcement as well, how they did it with Kenny Omega. You know what I mean? He's like a big hype man for Street Fighter and FGC stuff. So having him do cosplays with those characters coming out, I thought that was pretty cool. And then they have RE in there, which is pretty dope. But one of my biggest spotlight games, to be honest with you, was a smaller game. It was called Acts of Blood. This is like a seafood type looking game made by the one dude. And I was like, yo, this joint looks polished. It looks good. And yeah, I'm down to play that. A lot of the games that I was like caught my eye or was like, oh, that looks interesting, were games like sequels of games that I never played. You know what I mean? So there was what was the game with the robots? And it was in the club and they were shaking robot ass and all that shit.
Atomic Heart 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Atomic Heart 2. I had no interest in that game. But the sequel looks like a big upgrade. And then Mortal Shell was another one. Mortal Shell
2.
That looks like a big come up from the first one to this one.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like a completely overhauled game. You know what I mean? Yeah, Onimusha looks good too. You know what I mean? That's the only. Oh yeah, Onimusha is Capcom as well. Oh
yeah,
Capcom
say yo listen, Capcom. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Capcom saved Summer Game Fest for sure. Overall, I think Capcom was definitely the saving grace for Summer Game Fest. But continue. Go ahead.
Yeah. I did like what you call it. I'm trying to remember the games that were shown there. If these are the games right here on the list, Summer Game Fest.
Where?
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim was another one. I could find the list. Hold on, because I did look at. I think Wario has all of them.
But yeah, I mean, I personally, I felt like Summer Games Fest was pretty weak this year. I think last year was better. But they had some cool announcements there. But for a 2-hour show,
yeah, it was not good.
Bulk of what I watched it doesn't interest me.
It was meh.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like for 2 hours, I'm just like, okay, we sitting down here. If we wasn't streaming that, I'd have probably turned that joint off.
Yo, listen, bro.
If that wasn't being streamed, I'd have turned that joint off. I was like, yo, I'll catch up on the updates tomorrow or something. You know what I mean?
So
I wanted to sleep anyway. I wanted to take a nap anyway. So
yeah, there was a couple of cool announcements there. Like RE9, I think is obviously the biggest there. Project Century or Stranger Than Heaven. I thought that looked pretty cool as well.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
RGG,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, RGG Studio. So I thought that looked really really interesting. Into the Unwell, which is supposed to be that roguelike with the dude. That kind of looked kind of cool. You feel me?
Oh, Into the Unwell was like
roguelike with the
anime
cat,
looking game.
The little cat thing that was all beat up.
Oh yeah, like
he took out his
Cuphead looking joint.
Yeah, he took out his
tooth. Yeah, that looked all right.
Looked okay. The Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver, that definitely has my attention for sure. I'm definitely looking at that. Like, all right, Wu-Tang is for the children, so I'm rocking with that. Um, what else? Street Fighter DLC. Um, ill that ill game with the dead, that kind of looked all right. That kind of looked a little creepy.
I wouldn't play that, but I will watch somebody stream that. You know what I mean?
What is this?
But I wouldn't play that.
Blighted. Oh, this is on Steam though, but yeah, Blighted. I think it's supposed to be a roguelike or something like that as well. That looked all right.
Yeah, you want to talk about why Xbox is money hunting make or break?
I don't know. WUPS. You want to talk about that on WUPS?
Oh, my bad.
Scott Pilgrim for a new Pilgrim game. This was definitely really great as well.
Oh yeah, and Liza P Overture. That was a big announcement too.
Trying to see what else. Yeah, a lot of this other stuff wasn't really like gelling with me, man. I just was like, like it looks okay, but and I already seen it, like Mafia, but I already seen that, so I'm like, all right,
that Mafia
really
trailer was weak. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, that was a
this
weak
is like
trailer.
The fourth time seeing Mafia, and they ain't showing no gameplay, like actually walking, shooting. You know what I mean? Everything is cinematic.
Onimusha was good. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, they revealed Rocket and She-Hulk. That's all right. That's not really like something to write home about, but it's cool. I'm excited for the game. Atomic Hearts 2 looks better than 1. I haven't played 1, but from what I saw in 1, this looks like it might be a step up. But am I gonna pick this up?
Last Flag looked pretty dope too.
Oh,
well,
and
it looks cool.
End of Abyss. This looked pretty cool. End of Abyss looked pretty cool. This was definitely something I was interested in. That is. It looks like some little nightmare shit, but you got a gun and you run around shooting those little.
Oh yeah. That looks cool.
Cold Vein 2, but I ain't finished Cold Vein 1, so like Cold Vein 2 it looked cool, but I'm just like, I'm good. Death Stranding, they glazed the hell out of that, like I said they would. Mortal Shell looked alright. It looked cool. It looked like a step up from the first game. For sure. But
like you know what game I was excited to see them announce a new game, but the way how it looks visually, like I love the hell out of Shovel Knight, and I'll play that game. It doesn't matter when. But the new game, Mina the Hollower, it's not that I don't mind the pixelated or the pixel art game and whatnot. It's that I feel like it just looks the same like a Shovel Knight, but for a new game, I would think they will actually like clean up or have better looking visuals, for the newer game. But that's just me,
Yeah, like a lot of the demos was releasing only on Steam and all that. Like I didn't get that either. I was just like, like I don't know, like there was some cool stuff here. There was a few gems here, but because the show was just so long and so dragged out and just a lot of fluff and BS and all that, it really was hard to watch. Especially that second hour. Like once they got like an hour and like 15 minutes in, I was starting to tap out because I'm just like, yo, like you got all these publishers.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And all these
there's some cool games there,
like,
but is it something that you're gonna lock in, you're gonna purchase, or you're gonna play? You know what I mean? Where there's other games that's gonna be coming out.
Yeah,
there might be some stuff that you be like, oh, I'm cool. I'll play this.
I'll wait.
But
yeah,
nothing really like grabbed my attention. It's not saying that I won't play them or won't give them a try, but it's nothing like, oh, I'm overly excited.
I gotta buy. Yeah, I have to buy this. Yeah, I didn't really get that, especially with some of these games releasing around the same time as other big games that I'm excited for. I would buy like the games I'm more excited for. I would pick up outside of here. So like there wasn't really anything here that really jumped out at me that said this has to be a day one. Outside of maybe Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which I already know about. And I'm already picking up Mafia, which I'm already picking up. But yeah, I think this Summer Game Fest was just, it ran too long. It was a lot of fluff, a lot of too much Steam bullshit as well, in my opinion. And it just wasn't that entertaining of a showcase for me.
Yeah, you brought up a good point too, guy. Marvel Cosmic Invasions, I'm excited for that game. But they introduced 2 characters that I'm not gonna play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know you're more excited for like She-Hulk and whatnot, but me personally, I'm not gonna play She-Hulk. I'm not gonna play Rocket. You know what I mean? The other characters that they did announce, those are the characters I would play. So this trailer for me for a game that I'm excited for, the additional characters they announced, I was just like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I'm good. I agree. So for you, what score are you giving this Summer Game Fest?
4 out of 10. 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I slept on it. I put a 4 out of 10 yesterday. No, I put a 3 out of 10. Oh no, yeah, I'm sticking with my score. 3 out of 10. It was abysmal. Stop wasting people's time. I stand on that. Now, Bari, I have a follow-up question for you.
Mm.
If I were to say to you, Bari, the fact that you didn't love this show, despite them showing all these great games, it must be because you hate gaming. What's your response to that? What's your response to that? Like people that say those things live like, you know, well, go ahead. Finish your thought. Sorry.
At the end of the day, everybody got different likes. Everybody got different tastes when it comes, or different tastes when it comes to, what they like in video games. You can have, like I said, I'm not disrespecting the show. I thought there was some cool announcement here, but as far as my preference and what I would want to play, there wasn't that much there for me. You know what I mean? Even though I can acknowledge that, oh, this is a big, level up from Atomic Hearts 1 to 2. Is Atomic Hearts 2 or Atomic Hearts a game that I'm going to play? No, I'm not going to play it, but I can acknowledge that, oh, this is a big level up for the game graphically and how it is looking. You know what I mean? Like Mortal Shell as well. Mortal Shell I didn't play. Even though I can acknowledge that Mortal Shell 2 looks really, really good. And it's a big overhaul from part 1. Am I going to play it? Most likely not. Or not close to when it releases. I'm not going to play it. So, you know what I mean? That's how I judge it, you know? Because like the state of play, this showcase, a lot of third-party games was announced. But state of play from the third-party games that was announced, that looks more interesting that I will play those. You know what I mean? Outside of the few of them here at the Summer Game Fest. But State of Play was a 40-minute show or 50-minute show compared to a 2-hour show.
But I feel like the state of play, it had more impact despite it being shorter. There's more impact there for me as well when it comes to what was shown.
Oh yeah. The last game was the biggest impact for me personally.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, everybody's gonna have different tastes. It's the messenger. You know what I mean? Whatever, if somebody doesn't like you like that or they don't like your opinions, no matter if you can say State of Play was great, they will still look at that opinion like, what? How can you say that's great? It's trash. You know what I mean? The opposite happens. State of Play is trash. What? You're not a gamer. You don't like video games? You didn't enjoy video games? Oh, because it didn't have a PlayStation symbol? You know what I mean? That's what they will say. It's all dependent on who you are and if they like you or not. You would get those type of conversations that, oh, you don't like video games, that's why you don't like
Oh,
this,
what's that other thing they
game.
saying? List wars.
Yeah, list wars or some shit like that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Fucking
But
incels, man.
like I said, there's some cool announcements here. But me personally, I just looking at the reaction was a stark difference between the two shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not knocking anybody that enjoyed it. Like even yesterday when I said it, if you enjoyed the show, yo, kudos to like Wolf. Wolf is a perfect example. Wolf, all he needed to see was Resident Evil, and this show
That's enough for him.
propelled up as far as his score.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's no different from me with State of Play. You know, that Marvel TOKON game, saw that score propelled up substantially. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the only way you can tell if somebody is not playing the games or if they are a gamer, if they are completing games, showing gameplay, how their page is looking, how their channel is looking. Like I said, people that if you ain't beating these people beating 5 games, 10 games a year. 10 games, I'm being nice, but they got the most opinions to about somebody that is completed. You gonna see I don't know if I'm gonna share my wrap up, but my wrap ups, I'm not just beating 10 games. You know what I mean? So I'm playing a lot of games, and that's not just on one platform. So I don't know what to tell you. If you think people don't play games because they have a share different opinion as far as how they felt about a showcase, oh well, man. It is what it is.
Mhm.
Just know that your ass at games, you suck. Your wrap up suck. Your profile suck. Your game skills suck. Your easy mode scrub. Your online gameplay suck. You know what I mean? You're the bottom of the barrel when it comes to skill. Just know that. Say whatever you want to say, but just know that you are in those categories. Your ass. Yeah, man, you know it's true. You know what I'm saying? These are the same people that tell you you can't talk about COD sitting at a 0.2, you know, KD. Talking about it doesn't matter about KD and score per minute. Shut up. Same people that want to tell you about it doesn't matter if you're playing a difficult game. Shut up. Same people gonna tell you it doesn't matter if you got a platinum. Shut up. You suck at video games. Play your shit and stay in the circle of the horrible video gamers. And nothing ever matter what somebody else doing. Everybody else achievements and talk and competition don't matter. But this bum ass gamer got the most to say. This low level bum ass barely playing the fucking video game got the most to say. Talking about they love video games. Shut up.
Hey, yo, I don't know how to follow that up, yo. Like, Bari been on one today, bruh. Like, I don't know how to follow none of that up. He's saying everything that I would have said just now, like, legitimately.
Respectfully.
Oh, nah. You're not going to do no respectfully after that, brother. You can't put no respectfully at the end of that. That's a New York thing, too. Dudes, motherfuckers will say, like, hella crazy shit like that and just put respectfully at the end of it, and it makes it all okay. Respectfully. I do it all the time, so trust me, I know. All right, let me say this. When it comes to this time of year, it's supposed to be a celebration. Right? And it is a celebration. We all are excited to share in the excitement of games, game announcements, and all these other different things. But one of the things, and I've been noticing this for a couple years, and I've touched on it briefly a little bit, but I haven't really gone too deep into this like thought process. But you know, last 3 episodes, so why not? Let's go for broke, right? There's this weird misconception within the online gaming community that you have to just be overly positive with everything. And if you don't, you're considered toxic, and you hate video games, you hate developers and all this other stupid shit people like to label you as, or you're just a fanboy, and it's all this dumb shit. And in my mind, I'm like, if I'm a customer buying shit, who the fuck are you to tell me or anybody how to feel? Especially if I'm buying the games. You feel me? If I buy games, I'm buying these games, or you're expecting me to buy something. Why would my opinion be shut out? Or why should I be mum or quiet or just be overly positive? No, I'm a paying customer. I'm a consumer. I'm a gamer. I'm somebody that loves gaming, loves the industry. I love video games. Like, you know, you see it day in and day out. Why wouldn't I be critical? And this is this is why gaming is moving in the direction, because nobody wants to be critical, right? If Keely comes to you and says, "Hey, look, how did you enjoy the show?" and everybody's like, "Thumbs up, keep doing what you're doing," and that's not how you truly feel, you are the problem. It doesn't matter if there was a game there. How was the show? The show was not good. It was ass. Does that mean that every developer there are bad people or bad developers? No. It means that the presentation of what was being shown was not adequate. It was not something that got me excited. It did not resonate with me. Those are still criticisms that need to be told and heard. And that doesn't make them bad people. That doesn't make Keely, Summer Game Face, or anything terrible. It means that you need to do better. That's it. But this notion of, if you're not overly positive, if you don't love every single thing, then you hate gaming. And it's from people who don't beat shit, don't buy nothing. Like, it's all the people that's always talking are people that don't do shit. They don't buy nothing. They ain't buying shit. They telling you to wait for a sale or wait for it to go into service or don't buy this and don't buy that and this. Like you don't, and they don't complete nothing. They don't buy games. They don't complete games. They don't do nothing. But they in your comment section all day and all night. Oh, they play the same fucking game day in and day out. Like their gaming palette is the same shit. They not even like as diverse when it comes to the genre of games that they play as. But they trying to tell you you're wrong in your opinion, and they got 5,000 hours in a fucking MOBA or 4,000 hours in an FPS or that's all they play, sports games and shooters. And you trying to tell me let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. So yes, the show was not good. Does that mean I hate gaming? No. Does that mean that I hate video games? No, not at all. And if you look down my timeline, you would know that. People would know that. But I'm still going to be critical, regardless of who it is. That's the nice way, because Bari's mean enough for both of us today. So I'm going the nice way. Bari was mean enough for both of us.
I ain't mean at all, man.
Well, you're not. You're right. Sometimes the truth hurts, but you are right. You know, a lot of motherfuckers that don't play games or don't play enough games. Because honestly, some people aren't qualified to speak, man. And people hate hearing that. Some people hate hearing that. Sometimes you just aren't qualified to speak. Just because it's the internet and we can all share our opinions and it's just true. Sometimes you just aren't, you're not qualified. You're not qualified to speak. And some people hate hearing that because they have to come to that self-realization that Persona, you're right, but they'll never admit it, but they know I'm right. You're not qualified to speak.
Yeah, I think Madden should be a first-person shooter. Then I will play it.
I'm good. They keep all that bullshit. But what do I know? Listen, 3 episodes, I'm out of here, so don't worry, guys. I know a lot of y'all sick of me. I seen it the other day. Some weirdo incel. Aren't you leaving? When are you gone? When are you getting out of here? Aren't you supposed to be leaving podcasting? Fucking incel. Don't worry, guys. I'll be gone in 3 episodes. Don't worry. Then you guys can fight amongst yourselves. With that being said, that's the show. And if you've made it this far, let us give you some trophies. And of course, that lovely, lovely platinum. 197 platinum.
Before you close out too, yo, when that fight stick go up on sale, I better not see y'all buying that joint. Okay, buy it after I get mines. You know what I mean? When I post up, I got my fight stick.
Yo,
that's when you are allowed to go and pre-order that motherfucker. Because listen, if I can't get that fight stick day one,
Bari,
it's gonna be hell.
Bari, trust me.
Hell,
trust me. A lot of people are not buying that fight stick, brother. Trust me. Like they saying they are. They gonna see that 350, 400. Oh, never mind. You guys can buy it. But nah, I do agree. Let me get my shit first. Let me get mine first. Then y'all could do what y'all wanted to. Shout out to the Miseducation of Sonny Carson. That's a good movie, by the way.
That being said, too, PlayStation, listen, bro, you got to get on it when it comes to these colors, my G.
For real.
Where's the all black one? Where's the red one? You know what I mean? These are if you want to bring casuals into the fighting game scope of things, something simple like that will attract people. You know what I mean? That even make it customizable where you can. Well, I don't know if they're going to even do that, but this is the first iteration. It is what it is, but you should at least have like an all black one. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. But yo, man, listen, we at the end of the show. Bari, man, get the people your outro, man. Let the people know where they can find you. What you got going on?
Yeah, man. Appreciate everyone coming through. Hopefully you did enjoy the show. At the end of the day, don't take it personal. We're just sharing our opinions about video games. Everyone have different opinions and how they feel about video games. You know what I mean? You can do the same thing, have a podcast, talk about it, play the same games or whatnot. It is what it is.
But when
I
you
might
talk about the
share-
games, make sure you actually played the fucking games. Don't do a
Yeah.
podcast and then talk from a place of no experience and then expect people to respect your opinion. That's not how this works. Well, that's how this new gaming Twitter, YouTube shit worked. But back in my day, you had to have played the game before you started talking. But what do I know?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, these are just my opinions. I'm not out here to offend people. I think some people do suck, but I'm not out here to offend people. Play your shit, do whatever you gotta do. But when it start affecting my hobby or the games that I like, you're gonna hear my voice 100%. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through. Don't get offended. Just opinions, like I said. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. If you want to check out my Marvel TOKON Fighting Souls overview or impressions or breakdown, whatever it is, it's up on the channel. I do have timestamps on there, so you can skip to wherever you got to skip to. I'm not saying I'm no fighting game guru. It's just stuff that I'm catching and talking about from a company I do enjoy and typically play their games a lot. So, all right, man. But that's pretty much it for me. Enjoy your Saturday. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir. And I'm different from Bari. I want you to get offended, get mad, get mad, seething with anger. I love it. I feed off that shit. So get angry, cause I love it. I'm laughing. So yeah, for me, guys, Persona. You can follow me on Twitter when Persona Speaks. I'm actually gonna be doing live reactions to the Xbox showcase tomorrow. So make sure you guys definitely tune in on my YouTube channel, Gaming with Persona. I'll be doing a live reaction to that. We'll go live about 12:45, and watch that. Hopefully, maybe the Xbox showcase can save us, from that Summer Game Fest abysmal monstrosity, but we'll see. Also, definitely appreciate everybody coming through. Like I said, I wanted to put some content out because it is a celebration of gaming this week, so that's why I'm a little bit more out there. But your boy's fading back to the shadows after after Sunday, so don't worry about it, guys. Back to the shadows and back to doing what I do. But listen, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of 197 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. 2 more episodes left, guys. 2 more episodes, and then we out of here. So don't worry, guys, we'll be out of your hair soon enough. With that being said, man, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Please be safe with whatever you're doing. And yeah, man, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe, and we out. Peace.